1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We are live. Just checking my audio. Audio sounding crisp. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram at the moment. Big thanks to Road to Success with the big $50 donation over here in the chat. Big salute. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Let me put a like on that right there. He says, keep up the great work, Friday. Your PayPal account doesn't work. Ooh, I'm gonna fix that though. I have multiple PayPal accounts. But to all the people on Instagram, we are live right now on YouTube, youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop Network. I got a lot of things that I want to get into today. Let me go through my list of topics that I have here on the screen. Drake sends shots at Jigga Man, aka Jay-Z. We're gonna get into that most definitely. Also, Piers Morgan apologizes and removes Jay-Z claims from his interview with Jauguar Wright. That's a little bit of a turn of events. I don't know if we're going to have to discuss that and unpack that one a little bit. It's a little bit crazy. Akademiks blacks out last night and just goes crazy on ATL Jacob, releases a lot of information from behind the scenes that we did not know about this whole thing with Future and Drake. So we'll definitely get into that. Also in the top 5 news, homicide or former homicide detective is on Top 5's case. He's on his butt. You know what I'm saying? He's been, I think they've been trying to put this guy back inside. So we're going to get into that and some of the things that have been happening around that. Hitta J3 also responds to Top 5 in the new No Jumper interview. We'll definitely get into that. Mustafa, aka Mustafa the Poet, is on some drill poet-ish right now. He's moving around in the ops hoods. Okay, so we'll definitely react to that. There's something I left from the last live that I wanted to get into is Read on the Street speaking on the homeless. I definitely want to get into that, as well as Sharp and the No Jumper drama that is continuing and spiraling. Okay, spam any topic that y'all want me to get into. Big salute to anybody who's popping up in the chat right now. We're going to be here for a minute. All right, so get comfortable, roll up your spliffs. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the office, make sure that you don't put the volume too loud on your headphones. You don't want to get in problems with the boss. So Cubicle gang. Who's in the building right now? And big salute to the people who are on Instagram right now. Pop out youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop Network. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. How's my mic sounding? I did a mic check before, but I just want to double check if the mic is sounding crisp. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up in the chat or a 1 in the chat if the mic is sounding crisp. Big salute to Young Money in the chat right now. John Doe in the chat. DJ Illinois. This is a complicated name. Oh, Down to Earth in the building. Who's this? This name here is complicated here. CDA Freak Official in the building. Trisha A in the building. All right. Young Money says the mic is sounding good. My mic sounds nice. Sound. My mic sounds nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice. Check 2. All right. I had to bring in the big boy. I had this old mic over here for people who care. This was working lovely. Don't get it twisted. This is working lovely, but this is the big boy mics over here. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring one of these from over at the studio. I had Terabyte in the building. Salute. And hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let me get into some of the salutes and the sponsor shout outs. Big salute to Diamond Club, okay? Our favorite sponsor over here. The carrier of candy cans and multiple different types of, cannabis needs. You can get edibles, pens, tinctures, anything you need. They got quick delivery all over the GTA, and you can get them across Canada as well. Okay, get that package sent all the way to Saskatchewan. You know what I mean? Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. You could also find them on the 7 Days of Weed website. When you go over there, make sure to use the code We Love Hip Hop, and you get yourself a little discount. You heard me? Also, if you need some of that blem to mix with that, hit up Steam and Hot Grabber. I got a fuller package. I got bear grabbers. Hello, Steaming Hot Grabber in the building. Okay, big salute to them. They got delivery across the GTA of all different types of grabber. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steaming Hot Grabber, and use the We Love Hip Hop code when you go through their website. Okay. Also, last but not least, big shouts to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery for those in Ottawa, and they're about to start doing same-day delivery for people over here in the GTA as well. Check them out on their website, onlyloud.ca, and follow them on their socials. Instagram, Only Loud Canada. They're also on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. Only Loud. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Okay. We got all of that done. Comment gang strong. We are out here. Make sure to share this. Listen, gang, I've been busy. If there's any problems with the stream today, as far as in the first part of it, the visibility, or if it goes like a little wonky here and there, I'm currently in the process of exporting a file. Actually, no, it's looking good. I'm looking crispy. Hold on. I'm just checking on my phone. I want to make sure everything's good today. Yeah, I'm exporting a file right now for the Honcho Hoodlum interview. Okay, big salute to Honcho Hoodlum. We had a really, I wouldn't even call it an interview. We had a great conversation last night. We got to chop it up about a lot of things. And when we link up, we don't do interviews. Like I said, we just chop it up about what's going on in the scene. He had some real hot takes from his last time that he was on the show that I wanted to get his opinions on, and the way that the people really gave him some backlash on some of those things. And he really chimed in on the whole K Money thing and the whole top 5 thing. So I'm going to be dropping that tomorrow. All right. 3 a.m. start for the audio listeners and 6 p.m. start for the people who are watching on YouTube. All right. Wasted no time. But let's get into some of these topics here. I wanted to start off with the boy Drizzy Drake. The other day, when he was doing his rant on the stage over there at the Nostalgia Show, I didn't notice something. When I was going through his stories, I didn't realize that he was getting spicy. I could even pull back up the video that when we were reacting to it, and we were going through the stories in that video. But one thing that I did not notice, or it just kind of went over my head, basically, was the story that he had there with Beyonce's sister, Solange. Okay. And when he was playing the music after his rant, he had my bad. He had he played Me, Myself, and I from Beyonce. So I'm gonna go a little bit forward in my video here because I was watching back the videos, because I watched back the content, and I was like, why am I so stupid? How did I not notice this shit? Hold on, let's find that part of the content. It was maybe in the beginning here when we were going past the stories. We'll find it, because that slipped right past me. Okay, it was right here. It was right here. I'll play it without the audio so we don't have to hear me from the past. Okay, so these are the slides. We got the owl. My bad. And then this. How did I miss this? This picture right here is a picture of Solange Knowles. I think that's still her last name. I don't know if she's married. Let's see if we can find a picture on Google. Solange after Jay-Z fight. We'll type in Solange after Jay-Z fight. And then let's go take a little search. And then we'll go into why the boy Drizzy Drake might be taking these types of shots. So this is Solange at the event. Let's find her right here. Bada boom. She didn't look like she was going to get into a fight that night. Can we pull up some video?
Knowles, Beyonce's
Y'all remember this?
Cameras in an elevator.
Yo. Jay-Z had his composure jacket on that day. Holy. Slick nigga. Right? I know there's a better picture of this somewhere in this Google search. Let's put car. So see her here. And then right here. Whoosh. You can see the anger seething off her face. Is there a better picture I can look up here? Jesus Christ. What did Jay-Z do to piss her off that much that night? That's crazy. So, let me ask you guys a question here in the chat. Comment gang. Skridididong. Let's see. Let's just ask the simple question. Let's start with the simple questions first. Does Jay-Z have beef with Drake? Does Jay-Z have beef? Sorry, gang. I have to use my regular keyboard. I can't use my my plug-in keyboard. Okay, let's start with, does Jay-Z have beef with Drake? Not does Drake have beef with Jay-Z, but vice versa. Okay, we had the whole Super Bowl fiasco. People were wondering, you know, is Kendrick Lamar going to be playing, is going to be doing Not Like Us? He got to take shots at Drake during his little Super Bowl announcement. This is where a lot of people believe facilitated by Jay-Z, aka Sean Carter. However, I don't think that Jay-Z controls every single decision when it comes to the entertainment for the halftime show, but he definitely has an okay before things go out to the public. So even as far as that little shot that Kendrick took in the Super Bowl ad, Jay-Z seen that before it went out. When Drake was doing all his unfollows, we already went through that and we checked to see who he was unfollowing. And I think we came to the deduction that Jay-Z wasn't one of those people. Right? He made sure to keep it cool with Jay. But behind the scenes, even though these guys have done multiple collabos, does Jay-Z low-key not like Drake? And why not? What could Drake have done to piss off Jay-Z? I know Drake has been notorious, or not notorious. Let's take that. Let's pull that back. I know Drake has been alleged to be smashing a lot of people's girls, but I don't think he would. I don't think he ever tried it with Beyonce. What else? I don't think there's an issue with Lil Wayne, because as we know from before, when everything unhatched with this whole, no, Lil Wayne should have been doing the Super Bowl. All this, the internet detectives, you know, we remembered that Jay-Z had lent Lil Wayne some money to bail him out of a situation back in the days, and a lot of different things. So what could it be? And I'm not even playing like I already know the answer and I'm just trying to stall it. I'm trying to figure it out with y'all in real time. What could it be that would make Jay-Z not like Drake? As far as when it came to collabos, and Jay-Z was still extremely active, or not extremely active, but when he was still on his active time and he was getting on his way out, he got him on that trash ass, booty ass track. We Off That. Y'all remember Tim's and what was it? Tim's and Throwbacks. We Off That. Oh, that song was booty juice. But the boy agreed to do the song. And vice versa. Anytime that Drake needed Jay-Z for a track on, even like down to the CLB album, Jay-Z has showed up. Was he on anything after CLB? When did CLB come out? We're going to get to the bottom of this. The internet super sleuths ain't got shit on us, bro. Drake CLB. Certified Lover Boy 2021, September of 2021. So it's been 3 years. And maybe in that 3-year span, the relationship that wasn't really the strongest relationship in the first place, maybe at that point things started going just a little bit astray. All right, let's do some more digging. I know there's some super brainiac in here that knows on this YouTube streets that knows something about this Jay-Z thing here. Let's see here. Drake versus Jay-Z. Let's get our tinfoils out. Drake wants smoke with Jay-Z. No. Ooh. See, I told you the internet sleuths are on it. The documentary, The War Between Jay-Z, Drake, and Lil Wayne. That's insane. Well, let's check it out.
Do you feel like that there was some contention growing between Hove and Wayne?
I feel like there's some contention growing between Hove and anybody else that gets hot to the point where they're on his radar.
Keep it real with niggas ain't got my lady money. Kidnap yo, get that how much you.
In the late 1970s, hip-hop was born from New
Oh,
York's
no, not that far back. We don't have to go that far back, broski.
Fourth feud that mirrored the eternal tension between master and student, a rivalry that started 20 years ago and continues on today. To understand how the beef and bromance between these beat killers and businessmen has started and where it's at now, we got to take it back to 2003. See, 2003 was a very important period. This is when a young 20-year-old Lil Wayne took influence from his idol Jay-Z and decided to ditch his notepad and vowed to rap every future bar off the top of his head. In a 2014 interview with Nylon, Lil Wayne reflected on this career-changing period of his life when the interviewer Jeff Weiss asked him, "When did that sense of destiny and feeling to be the greatest come to you? Squad Up, The Carter One?" Lil Wayne replied by saying, "Squad Up. That's when it came to me." The interviewer then asked, "Was there a specific moment or over a period of months?" Lil Wayne replied, "It was 2004. That was the day I stopped writing. Whatever day that was."
So they're going way back, bro. Holy shit, man. Talk about slow walking the dog.
Part of the group Destiny's Child, and allegedly Jay-Z was the one who recommended that Lil Wayne be the feature on the record. This record would go on to be Wayne's most successful song to date, and it's funny because only 7 years later, he would threaten to capture the lead singer of this group the same way Bowser captures Princess Peach in Mario. Now, as 2004 wraps up, it's important to note that Lil Wayne fulfilled his contract with Cash Money. He gave them 4 albums with The Block Is Hot, 500 Degrees, Lights Out, and The Carter One. At this point, he's now a free agent, meaning that he could either renegotiate his contract with Cash Money and sign a new deal with them, or he could take his talents to a different label. And that seemed like exactly what he was about to do. We started hearing rumblings in late 2004 that as Jay-Z stepped into retirement to become the president of Def Jam, Lil Wayne was thinking of signing under Jay. And all the way back in 2004, Hip Hop DX, a site that's still around today, shout out Elliot Wilson and Jeremy Hecht, they reported back in 2004 that Wayne and Cash Money weren't on the best of terms because of the potential split. But allegedly, he wasn't just signing to Def Jam to be next to Jay-Z, but it was also to avoid the same financial problems that plagued his former Cash Money label mates, Juvenile, Turk, and BG. Now, in early 2005, Lil Wayne was promoting.
Do y'all remember that when Wayne was a free agent? I completely forgot about that. This is why these guys are important. These internet super sleuths. They're super important because I completely forgot about that time when he was a free agent. And that was that far back. Holy shit. Continue, bro. You're cooking.
The success of his biggest album to date, The Carter One, and he did a performance at the Upper Level Bar and Grill in Mississippi where he announced that he finished his contract with Cash Money, and the next time you'd see him, he'd be signed to Jay-Z as a Def Jam artist.
Lil Wayne also made a surprising announcement stating the fact he had just signed with Def Jam.
I did that as long as I could do it. I'm a Def Jam artist now, man. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be with the boy Jay-Z, you understand me?
However, barely shortly after that, in March of 2005, Lil Wayne released the mixtape Dedication 1, the first installment of his classic mixtape series, The Dedication. On that mixtape, he had an interlude called Lil Wayne Explains His Deal, and on it, he basically clarified that he was still signed to Cash Money as he didn't finish what he had to do with the label.
What's Wayne's situation? They had a lot of rumors that I would be going to another record company, preferably The Rock, Def Jam, Jay-Z, Sean Carter. No. Why? Because I was, but I was still under Kizan track with Kiz Ashmiz on it. But I said, I'ma just ride it out and see what I could do. And so
shouldn't be staying under Bond track with Bash Money?
Figured I'm gonna go with The Rock. I'm gonna go by Jay. And Jay was trying to help me. He was really trying. He's like, dude, whenever you get out your situation, I'm here. Whatever you need, I'm here. Then all of a sudden I get a call from Universal. I couldn't even understand what they were talking about because they were talking about millions and stuff. That was words I had never heard of, you know what I mean? And I was like, believe that. And so in reality of it all, I got some more time over here. I ain't finished doing what I was doing. What Weezy's doing, finishing up. Stay focused.
We'd get a more clear explanation.
I was there. I don't need the explanation. Birdman said, no, Wody. No, Wody. He's still signed to us, Wody. Y'all take all that New York City slick and shit and take it back up north, Wody. He Cash Money for life. That's my son. I kiss him on the mouth.
Interview with Music Choice in 2006, Wayne said that he didn't catch any flack from Jay-Z for calling himself the best rapper alive, which was extremely motivating for him to keep going.
I ain't getting no flack from that. I mean, of course, from the haters, but I mean, from the man, from Jay, he propped me up when he see me. They gave me a lot.
Okay, so they took it all the way back to the beef, or not even the beef, the friendly competition that was going on with Jay-Z and Lil Wayne back in the days when Jay was like, or when Wayne was like, I'm the best rapper alive, blah, zee, blah.
That Birdman plays a very significant role in a lot of the back and forths between Jay, Drake, and Lil Wayne. Being the owner of the label that both Drake and Wayne are signed to, it'll become obvious that a lot of these back and forths didn't just stem from the desire to be the top rapper in the game, but it was...
Something just hit me just now. I had the X-Files sound went off in my head. Jay could be cool with Wayne, because Wayne seems like he's like out of the loop of a lot of his business. And that's to a detriment to him. When all this stuff was going on with Cash Money and he was bleeding money profusely and he was asking Birdman for 50 million, I think. That was because Birdman was able to get over, or Universal were able to get 50 million over on Wayne. But if he was watching his business at the time, that would have never happened. But now here we are where Wayne is, at the time, I think he was probably like 30 years old, maybe 31 years old. And he was in shambles. And Jay had to bail him out. Jay was trying to bail him out. Baby and probably Slim too. We're probably like, nope. R.I.P. Mutombo. They gave him the Mutombo finger. Said, nope. He belongs to us. So Jay-Z's problem, I don't think, continues with Wayne. Wayne is an innocent victim in this whole thing, if you want to call him that. But it doesn't mean that he don't got a problem with Birdman. Algorithm says Jay-Z was never on top like Wayne or Drake, undisputed. He always had Nas on his neck. I take Nas over Jay-Z any day. Not only Nas, I don't even think Jay considered Nas one of the top three or the big three at the time when Jay-Z's big three was going on. Didn't he say on Excuse Me, Miss? The only niggas selling units is Pimp, Juice, and Us? Right? So he wasn't even thinking about Nas when he was thinking about the big three. He had Nelly in a higher category than Nas, which is crazy. Even though, yes, Nelly was selling more records. Let's not act crazy. But he wasn't a better rapper, obviously. But Jay-Z wasn't even looking at Nas as one of his money peers. He might have looked at him as a musical peer, but money peer, nah. Maybe now, yeah. And not even now. Jay a whole billionaire now.
Was also a Cold War between Birdman and Jay-Z on who could become the most powerful figure within the music industry. But now, as confident as Jay-Z was declaring himself the savior of hip-hop on his comeback album, the project wasn't the success that he probably hoped it would be. See, Jay-Z retired at the top of his game with the Black Album. It was a classic. It had multiple hits like Lucifer, Dirt on Your Shoulders, and 99 Problems.
Okay, I'm not going through all that part here. Let's go to 2006.
Fueled by contrasting styles and visions for the label, as well as competition for dominance in
Kingdom Come, Booty Juice
in the New York rap scene. At the same time that Dipset was beefing with Jay, they were fully embracing Wayne. And during the monster run at the top of the game that Wayne had in 2007, he often collaborated with members of Dipset, most notably Joel Santana, as the two were supposed to put out an album together called I Can't Feel My Face.
Oh, yeah.
But like most of Wayne...
Hold on, let me give this nigga some credit. I didn't even give him credit. Rapholics. Go check out Rapholics' YouTube channel. This nigga's cooking.
His best music at the time, a lot of the records from his project with Joel Santana got leaked online before he could officially release them. Now, why this is interesting is because after Birdman tells Wayne to stop sounding like his idol Jay-Z so much, Wayne completely innovates his style, rapping like we've never heard anyone rap before in history and calling himself the best rapper alive while he's doing it. At the same time, Jay-Z has a hard time making his way back to the top of the game after retiring and starts battling Lil Wayne for who deserves the title as the best rapper alive. Simultaneously, he's also beefing with Dipset over the dominance and future soundscape of New York rap. With Wayne's attempts to appeal to a wider audience and get validation as the best rapper alive from the gatekeepers and leaders within the culture, he clicks up with Dipset to introduce and blend his Southern style with the more popular New York sound that birthed and dominated hip-hop for so many years before them.
Yeah, that was a pretty divisive time between Jay and Wayne. So I'll take that back. Because at that time, Dipset was on Jay's neck. This is when Cameron just left the label. It was right after not Come Home With Me. The album after Come Home With Me. Purple, I think it was just called Purple. Hold on, let me find it because I can't just be dissing the boy Cameron like that. Help me out, chat. Cameron. Because it was the album after that he left. The album was called Purple Haze. Purple Haze. My bad. So the Purple Haze album. Right after the Purple Haze album is when Cameron left Rockefeller Records. At that time, there was a lot of things going on, including Dame Dash making Cameron the CEO. I think he had made him at some point. Jay was on a long vacation. He took a vacation without touring. He was gone for, I think, 3 months or 2 months. And during that time, this is when Dame was going crazy. And Dame made some changes over there. He gave Cameron a big position over there at Rockefeller. They signed Old Dirty Bastard. What else was going on over there? They were doing crazy things. Right? I think he even gave Beans a higher position over there at Rockefeller. Thank Shane W. Thank you. He made him president. Yo, this is why Jay-Z don't mess with my youth, Dame Dash. Imagine you go on vacation, you're running a business with the homie, you come home, and then all of a sudden, the homie goes and appoints a new president of the company. And it's a nigga that you weren't even trying to do too much work with. You didn't like his attitude. You didn't even, you didn't even really want to sign him like that. But, you know that your mans and them was running with him from back in the days in Harlem as far as Dame and Cam's relationship. So sure, sign him. I don't care. We all know the story about Cameron and Jay, that whole New York City track, how Jay took super long to do it and how he deleted one of their songs, all types of just weird shit that was going on behind the scenes. So when those guys defected from Rockefeller, they went crazy on Jay-Z. Like Cameron was dropping songs dissing Jay-Z, like maybe 4 songs per album and on mixtapes because these guys were heavy in the mixtape circuit. So then for Lil Wayne to go over there and start doing tracks with Jewels, and he's hanging in with Jim Jones. And even at that time, Dipset was going through their own set of problems. They were starting to go through separation issues as far as with Cameron and Jim Jones. Okay, this is some real historic shit that was going on at the time. So I can see why Jay-Z would maybe catch a few feelings just looking at Wayne saying, yo, bro, I was trying to sign you. I was trying to save you from your situation. Now you go over there with my ops? With my ex-employees? Huh, what part of the game is that, B?
Us to 2007, when Wayne was undoubtedly the best, most untouchable rapper in the world. With the confidence that came with his newfound massive success, Weezy doubled down on the comments he made about being better.
This guy looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid now.
Than Jay-Z when he did an interview at Hot 97. DJ Absolute asked Wayne about why he was going to sign with Jay-Z but never ended up doing so. Wayne said, I want people to just look at it like that dude who came out of college that was supposed to get drafted by the #1 team, which was Rockefeller and Def Jam. They passed on me, and now I'm with a good team and a good coach. And of course, on every interview, I'm going to cut down the team that didn't pick me. But just a month later, in February 2007, Wayne seemed to walk back his comments, not necessarily saying he wasn't better than Jay-Z, but emphasizing that he didn't want to come off as disrespectful by saying he's better than Jay. In an interview with XXL, Weezy said, I want to apologize to Jay and his family and friends because I was asked that question and they put it in there like I was just feeling like, oh, you know what? I'm better than Jay. They came at me like, so you say you're the best. Can you say that you're better than everybody? Would you say?
Look what these niggas is arguing over. I'm the best. No, I'm the best. I'm the best rapper alive. What? How dare you say that? I'm the best rapper alive, and I'm still here. And you said that? We can't be both the best. All right. I'm going in the booth. This is good shit, man. I ain't even going to lie. This is what hip-hop, real hip-hop should be, bro. Nigga said, you're the best? Nah, I'm way better at this shit than you. Not, bro, I'm smoking on your dead ops. Now I'm going to make a song about you. Because you got on social media talking about smoking on my dead ops. These niggas was just pissed about somebody saying they're better than the next nigga. That's crazy. And then going into interviews, talking about it, getting into issues. Just because one guy said, you know what, I'm a better rapper than you. You know, I got more fans. When I go in the booth, I make hotter shit. Holy.
Say that you're better than Jay? I was like, yeah, I'm better than everybody. But I'd like to throw that apology out there because of whatever trouble I
The nigga had to make a statement apologizing for saying he's better than another rapper. Come on, B. These days, these niggas are not apologizing for digging up graves and shit. They just go for them. Yo, that's crazy.
caused. I didn't want that to happen. A few months later, in July of 2007, Jay-Z featured on T.I.'s song, Watch What You Say, where he seemed to address all the tough talk that Wayne had been throwing his way. Jay rapped, I hear you've been baiting me lately. I've been doing my best just to stay hater free.
Okay, let's go forward. Let's get to some of the Drake shit. Let's go to 2009.
on the song Mr. Carter. Funny enough, the two rappers battling for the crown of hip-hop both shared the same last name, and that record really served as a passing of the torch from one Carter to the next, with Jay-Z showing the world that he was ready to embrace Wayne as his protege and
song is trash.
recognize the fact that the student may have just become the master. Jay-Z rapped on that record saying, "I'm right here in my chair with my crown and my dear queen bee as I share, mic time with my heir. Young Carter, go farther, go further, go harder. Is that not why we came? And if not, then why bother?"
So did I offend anybody by saying that right there? My bad. That's just my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree with me, but that song was, I won't say booty juice, but it wasn't as good as people. In hindsight, Mr. Carter, where you been? The song was trash. Sorry. With all due respect. Okay.
With my crown and my dear queen bee.
Everybody had been waiting for. And Jay-Z responded by saying, quote unquote, "Not really. It's like more of a creative great record rather than a lyrical slugfest or two guys just spitting.
No,
Success is more of what people want to
record.
look at when they judge that type of stuff. And for me to say he's not in line next would be foolish. That's what the public says. So why not?"
Hold on. What's this? What's this? We're going to get to the Drake shit in a minute.
Who's outdoing who from a rapping perspective. In another interview that same year with Vibe, Jay-Z seems to embrace Lil Wayne, but also kind of Lil Bros him a bit at the same time. He said, "You should embrace the next generation. In hip-hop, you always fight the next person coming because that person wants your spot. He first approached me as a fan. When he felt like he was close enough."
Okay, I don't care about all this love and slugfest. Let's get to the real shit. When that light-skinned Canadian started coming around. Let's talk about that.
His monstrous run of changing the mixtape game and putting out classic tapes where he would body other rappers' beats.
I might send this to the mixtape, Weezy.
Jay also clarified that he wasn't talking directly to Lil Wayne, Kanye West, or T-Pain on that Death of Autotune record because he actually likes the way that they incorporated autotune into their music. Now, Jay-Z's efforts to kill autotune were very unsuccessful, as at the same time that he was declaring it overused and dead, Lil Wayne was in the process of signing his next protege, Drake, who would revolutionize the way rappers used autotune to blend rapping and singing in an innovative hybrid of delivering melodies and bars. Drake was actually featured on Jay-Z's album The Blueprint 3, which Wayne was noticeably missing from. And ironically, while Jay-Z declared that autotune was dead on that album, Drake had a hook on a song off that album called Off That, where he was definitely abusing autotune by drowning his voice in it. On The Blueprint 3, Jay-Z also rapped on a song called The Star Is Born, applauding Weezy by saying, "Wayne's scorching, I'll applaud him. If he keeps going, pass the torch to him."
Wayne scorching, I'll applaud him. If he keep going, pass the torch to him.
But while he's applauding Wayne here, this is where the story gets interesting, because this is really the point when Jay-Z divests most of his attention away from Wayne and focuses it more on Drake. He recognized that the torch was being passed and Drake would now become the bigger threat than Wayne, as Wayne would kind of take a step back from the spotlight and let Drake infect the world with his new style. When Jay was in Toronto, he did an interview with Much Music where he applauded Drake's recent success. He said So Far Gone was an incredible project, and he told Drake to just stay focused and keep going and keep working hard.
Sorry. Are they making it like Jay is this petty? Because this is the angle that I feel like where this guy is going towards, is that Jay was so petty on his way out that he wanted to make sure he attached himself to anything hot, and he wasn't trying to just go out gracefully or just retire or just be an executive. He was just like, "Oh, what's that hot shit over there? Oh, you need a feature? Oh, you got a protege? Okay, move over. Get out of here, Wayne. Yo, Drake, you need a feature? All in says autotune killed Lil Wayne. If you know, you know. A name that's like way too complicated for me right now. Jay-Z is a bate boy. He said, "Damn." No, did
the success would come.
Drake, I know that you're a fan. I know you work with him, and he speaks really highly of you. So he is already at that point where he could blow up into craziness. So what do you wish that somebody would have told you at that point?
You know, he just needs to focus. I mean, he's proved that he's very talented, you know, with that mixtape, which was phenomenal. He proved that he's very talented. So he just has to maintain that focus, because right now all the eyes are on him, and not lose that. I think he's going to be fine.
And Drake echoed the same love.
Yo, you know how crazy that felt at the time? no sidetrack. It felt crazy to hear Jay-Z, a rapper of that magnitude, and I'm sure it felt crazier for Drake himself. But for us in the city, Torontonians, to hear that we had an artist that was making it this far, besides Cardinal had already did his thing with the Dangerous track. You know, he had the love from Akon, and he was getting around some big circles. But at the time when you got Jay-Z, the biggest rapper in the world, arguably, saying, oh, that guy that you guys got coming up from your city, yeah, he's pretty dope. He's got a long career ahead of him, and if he just stays focused, like, right now we're living in a time where Drake is already him. You understand what I'm saying? So you might not understand Drake not being the guy, or Toronto not having that kind of attention from the American audience. But at the time, when back in those days, like in the mid 2000s, early 2000s times, it was like we didn't have anybody besides Cardinal who had made it that far. So to hear the biggest rapper in the world saying, oh, you guys have somebody over here who's up next, it was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. OVO Yardie, what are you saying, bro?
YP, yeah, not staying too long. I'm on the road. I'm on the move right now. I just come to
You're not driving.
Nah. I got a driver, bro. I get driven, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say, whoa.
Nah. But yo, everybody, remember to like, share, subscribe to the We Love Hip Hop podcast. You know it's a family around these ways. And remember to be loving and respectful to everybody in the comment section. We're just promoting good vibes and good commentary around there, right, Friday?
Facts.
That is it. But all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna shout it back soon on this on the move. I soon head home. But all I'm gonna say is this: hip hop is in a sticky place, boy. Shit about to go off the riff. And by the way, I'm looking forward to that Drake Party Next Door album. I hope that comes very soon. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's gonna be a hot one coming up. I think it's gonna drop in October. You have any thoughts on this topic that I'm on right now, though, as far as the Drake and Jay-Z beef? Drake
very
sent
interesting. Yeah, some real interesting stuff. He made some. You know, Drake do these incredibly subliminal posting. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. I'm not so sure if Jay-Z gonna entertain it. I think he's just gonna keep it quiet. You know what I mean? I think Jay-Z had other what's the saying again?
Other fish to fry.
Yeah, other fish to fry. So not so sure if he's gonna take this on, but yeah, you know what I mean. Would it turn into a battle? I doubt it. But also, like you're pointing out, Friday, Jay-Z bigged up Drake initially in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy how now full circle come around, Drake's about to try and cook this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's some full circle moment, you know what I mean?
It's when the student becomes the teacher.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't want to stay too long. Like I said, I'm on the move. I just have to pick up some stuff. So I'll shout you when I get back home, okay?
All right, brother. Hold it down.
All right, be safe, guys. Stay good. Love.
Big salute to OVO Yardie. If Jay-Z, and I'm gonna ask another question here in my poll. Pause. Who would win a battle if Jay-Z decided to dust off his microphone, get back in the booth, say, okay, listen, what? You posting pictures of my daughter, of my sister-in-law in your stories? Oh, you trying to get cute now? Bro. I've been chilling. I've been, maybe cutting a few songs here and there. I got a few verses that rhyme with, I got a few double entendres and triple entendres that rhyme with Drake. I'm over this shit. Who you think you are, bro? I. Let's get it, bro. Engage. So Jay-Z decides, you know what? Let's do this. Who's winning the battle? Jay-Z or Drake? I'm going to make a poll here. Who would win? Okay. We'll put Drake first or Jay to the motherfucking Z. All right. Who's winning that battle? The gloves are off. No holds barred. We can mention children, women, and kids. Like we can mention wives. Who's winning that battle? I'm talking about get as down and dirty. Like that whole thing about, oh, leaving condoms on your baby seat. Nah, B, you don't even have to go do a press conference about it. Say whatever you want, Jay. Just take this nigga's head off. And vice versa. I don't care about all that shit with Kendrick Lamar that happened a few months ago. That's a different person. Kendrick went straight to playing dirty right away. Well, not right away. Let me jump back in the window. I almost jumped out the window. Yeah, but these niggas went to playing dirty. Both of them. They started playing dirty. But Kendrick had this whole cerebral type of attack that he was using to get at the boy. And he bested the boy in that battle. But that doesn't mean, and it doesn't mean even with Drake, it doesn't mean that he won't go take Jay-Z's head off. Let me know. Comment Gang Strong. If these guys were to really take it to the mic, okay? No beef on the road, obviously. This is all about musical competition, lyrical sparring. And not only lyrical sparring, at this point, who's going to say the wilder shit about the other person too? You got to remember, this is a battle. Who's going to say the wilder shit about the next man? Who's got wilder shit to say? Kendrick said a whole bunch of shit about Drake already. What, Jay-Z going to go and repeat the same shit? Try to call Drake a PDF and do all the same shit that Kendrick did? No, Kendrick just did that. So what you going to do, Jay? What you going to say about Drake? You know, are we going to start getting into the intricacies of the business and who's getting effed behind the scenes as far as their contracts? We can do that. I'd love to hear that type of battle. Jay-Z could talk about, oh, you know, he could take the Pusha T approach. He was signed to one nigga who was signed to the next nigga. But that ain't happening now. So what about in 2025? What does a Jay-Z and Drake battle look like? Because if Drake is posting these types of things in his stories, where he's like, hey, you remember the time when your sister-in-law tried to beat your ass? You know what I'm saying? For smashing Becky with the good hair. You remember that? Sucker. And there's a whole thing going on with the whole Jauguar Wright shit. This nigga Jay got Jauguar Wright to take back her chats. We'll get into it in a minute with the whole Piers Morgan interview. But that's some shit. There's some heat over there. I feel some heat coming from that area when you start talking about putting people in suitcases and all type of fuckery. All right? K. Taylor wants to know, are they able to use ghostwriters? No. None of them are. Right. You see, it can happen. Drake is saying it can happen. If I'm looking at it from the Jay-Z's perspective, and I see that kind of story in the stories, I don't know. The petty part of my brain is saying, what do you mean by that? Why are you posting her in your stories, bro? What does that mean? Do you need me to go get my pen?
Love and admiration for Jay-Z that Lil Wayne had. He rapped on his 2009 track Fear, saying, "I never cried when Tupac died, but I probably will when Hove does." And thanks to the success of the Blueprint 3,
Why you say that for, man? That aged badly.
Jay-Z was named the hottest MC in the game in 2009 by MTV, and Birdman was asked about this, and he said,
I don't think he the number one MC. Wayne the best, he do the most, and he make the most money.
"How can you say you're the best if you don't make the most?"
He makes the most money for you that you stole from him.
Which we'll touch on very shortly in this video. However, it's important to note that by now we are in 2010. Lil Wayne is about to go to Rikers Island prison for the next 8 months, and it's up to Drake to put Young Money on his back and carry on that same legacy that Wayne has built over the last couple years. Simultaneously, Jay-Z is asked about those nasty comments Birdman made, where he said Wayne was a better rapper and had more money than Jay, and Jay-Z responded to this by saying, "Being lyrical is just a matter of opinion. It's who you like. So that's his opinion. As far as money, that's a little more factual. We can determine that. Put it up. If he's that confident, I'll give him a little glimpse. It's crazy. Cut it out. Knock it off. If he believes that, I respect that. That's his guy. He's supposed to ride with his guy." And while Jay-Z laughed off any claims of Birdman or Lil Wayne having more money than him, he did show Wayne a lot of love in a June 2010 interview with Rolling Stones, where he talks about maturing in the game but still being relevant. Jay-Z said,
"That's hilarious." They went from arguing about who's the best to he make more money than you.
what he was saying metaphorically when he raps, you make friends with Mike, but you got to AI him for your survival. Why he's mentioning being friends with Mike, or that people recognize that he's got what it takes to succeed, and then your idols become your rivals, is because Jay-Z back in 2009 was very supportive of Drake's come up and saw the potential in him early on. Jay was Drake's idol, but to get to where he wants to get to in the game, he's got to surpass him for his survival. But again, he's also mentioning that he's friends with Michael Jordan, aka he made friends with Jay-Z, and that was very much true.
Okay, we know what that means.
Billionaire mind, stay tuned. Brrr. Then it was Drake's turn to come for the throne. Drake did an interview in January 2011 with Tim Westwood, where Tim Westwood asked him about his collaboration album that was supposed to come out with Lil Wayne. He said, "Yeah, that's going to come out, but I hear there's these..."
Yeah, this is the whole beef about the Watch the Throne. Hold on, my attention span is not long enough for this whole hour and change. We're not doing the whole hour either.
But Jay-Z and Kanye West beat him in every single one of them. But by 2013, it was...
Okay, this is when they were beefing about Watch the Throne, because they felt that Wayne and Drake were trying to do Watch the Throne or do their collabo album. Then Kanye and Jay went and did Watch the Throne ahead of them. Little petty rich nigga shit. You know what? Let me go forward in this video. This is the most replayed part.
Because Jay-Z didn't own his masters when he was Drake's age. Then a month later, in March of 2017, Drake drops his album More Life, and on the intro track Free Smoke, he says, "I didn't listen to Hove on that old song when he told me pay it no mind." Basically saying that when Jay-Z told him, you know, Drake, here's how they're going to come at you with silly rap feuds trying to distract you, Drake never listened to Jay-Z, because at that point in time, when Meek Mill came at him, which, you know, as Drake claimed was an attempt by the higher-ups to try to get him knocked down, Drake didn't back down. He went full force and, you know, knocked Meek Mill.
Yeah, and also Meek Mill was a Rock Nation management artist and blah, blah. So there was a little bit of a dissension when it came to even Meek Mill going at Drake. Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense.
Rumors that Drake dropping a house music album right before Beyonce dropped her house music album had really upset Jay-Z. And around the same time, Tory Lanez was about to be sent.
Okay, we know about all this stuff. All right, so, you know, you guys can go check out this video over here, courtesy of Rapholics. I think it's a pretty good breakdown of all of the different things that happened along the way that would make Jay-Z and Drake have an issue with each other. As far as in 2024, there's a few things that have happened in the recent weeks as far as with the Super Bowl announcement. And I don't think it's I think it's mainly the Super Bowl announcement, to be honest. I don't think it's because Lil Wayne wasn't picked to perform. Because, to be honest, I don't think Wayne would have been the right choice. I think it was more of a thing of the person that you got to perform instead being Kendrick Lamar. And the fact that Kendrick Lamar has an anthem going around where he's really, really, yeah, he put a dent in Drake's image. Right? It's been a rough summer. So I'm going to ask you guys again, or let's check the poll here. Who would win in a battle between Drake and Jay-Z? 81% of y'all say Jay-Z? That's crazy. It's that much of a landslide. You guys aren't taking into consideration that Jay-Z's 50-something years old now? He's not spitting the same type of raps that he used to. Jay-Z hasn't been in battle mode for a while. Young Money says, Friday, this beef with Jay-Z is deeper than Kendrick. It's definitely deeper than that. And we went through a whole history. There's a lot more shit that's underlying when it comes to this. And I'm sure there's, at the end of any trail of beef, there's always money involved. There's somebody blocking somebody's bag or blocked a bag at some time along the way that was an important bag. All right. And when I say bag, I'm not just talking about the money aspect, maybe an opportunity that was going to equal out to later bags. We've already seen that Jay-Z's good at putting the kibosh on somebody's plan to say, you know what? Nah, you shouldn't do that. And then him doing it instead. Salute to Jermaine Dupri. So there's obviously more to it than I don't like you or I don't like your raps. You're way too successful, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or I don't like the little move that you pulled by putting Kendrick in the Super Bowl. That's definitely part of it. It might be the straw that broke the camel's back. But at the end of any trail of beef, like I said, there's always some type of a big bag or opportunity. And that's just what we got to figure out. We'll probably figure that out later on. It'll come out where, you know, there'll be something that Drake was trying to do that Jay-Z blocked him from doing, or vice versa. There was some type of business that Jay was trying to get involved with, and Drake did something to make those people not want to get in business with Jay-Z. You never know. At this point, Drake is at the level that he can be doing the same type of business as Jay-Z, where once upon a time he was far from that. So now they can be in the same rooms. You feel me? But yeah, salute to both of these rich niggas. I think they'll be fine. There's another thing that was going on over here. The Piers Morgan interview that went out a few, I guess about a week or so ago now. Let's take a look at the Piers Morgan interview and see what the view count is on that. Jauguar Wright. Piers Morgan. Oh, she did another interview just a day ago. Of course. Jauguar Wright names. She went viral with this shit. Let's see. Where's the interview itself? The star who got viral off of this shit. Everybody got a little piece of this. Where the hell is the damn interview? Because the interview is shorter than it was originally. Yo, that's crazy. 1 second. Let's just go to Piers Morgan's channel. Piers Morgan Uncensored. Let's go to his videos. This video right here. So now it's 29 minutes and 22 seconds. When it first came out, I might have it in my hard drive somewhere here. It was 36 minutes. Jauguar. Hold on, I might have it in my hard drive. I'm just checking quick fast. Let's see. No, I don't have it in my hard drive. But at the time when it was first originally up, it was 36 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And I still
be scared to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised.
Let's go to the most replayed part.
And I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club. back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy. And everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting air tag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jauguar, I got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Hold on. Where's the part? All that stuff about Jay-Z's gone.
That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that people...
The way that she gets in the last little, it's terrible. Sick when you do that.
Lots of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows.
How do they do the cut?
Every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years.
See, all of this part there that I'm looking for, it was cut out. Because they went and cut the actual part where she was talking about Jay-Z. All right. Jay-Z sends people at Jauguar Wright. Piers Morgan apologizes to Jay-Z. See? Jay-Z and Beyonce press Piers Morgan. Watch this.
Oh man, so like I told y'all before, when Jauguar Wright was seen on the Piers Morgan show, I was shocked. I was shocked because it's not just because they delivering the information, especially outside of just what's going on with Diddy. Her bringing what I believe to be conspiracy theories and adding on to the fire. I'm a person that believes in evidence. If you have evidence of some shit, we go ahead and ridicule that person and persecute them for doing something wrong. Based on what we've seen so far,
I don't care about this. Let's go to right here.
And we're not going to let it slide no more. And they pressed Piers Morgan with their lawyers. And this was Piers Morgan's response.
Well, Jauguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said,
okay, this is an apology. Let's play it. Let's find our own apology. I don't want to play it off a reaction guy. Apology. See that? That algorithm's strong. Where is it from his channel? Is there one from his own freaking channel?
Oh man, so
let's go to this channel and find the apology of Piers Morgan, because Jay-Z and his goons, his lawyer goons, were not having this shit. I'm sure he has this shit on his channel. Let's see. Monster. Here, Mafia Boss. So this is the one from 7 days ago. We're going to name names. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to find it somewhere else. My bad, gang. I should have bought had this shit prepared. Let's play it from here.
Well, Jauguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview.
Piers Morgan is apologizing to Jay-Z and Beyonce after an interview. On Tuesday, Morgan.
And that's the thing about platforms.
In fact,
And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as there's something to say that other people want to hear.
Morgan told his audience, "That's why we invited Wright on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine."
Well, Jauguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview.
I'm gonna find a better one. I got you, gang. I got you. We're gonna go over to X. Let's play it from here.
The thing about platforms, the reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as there's something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like.
Is this the full thing? I'm trying to find a full one for y'all. This should be it.
The shocking allegations leveled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harbored a monster. Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures were involved too. Well, last week I interviewed Jauguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as there's something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jauguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But
yeah, how you do that? Your show's called Uncensored and you censored it. They censored you.
Like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologize to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
My apologies. So there we have it. He cut the piece out of the thing, out of the interview. Jay-Z and Beyonce's legal team said, no. This bitch is talking shit. Take that out. These are baseless allegations talking about suitcases and all type of hackery. How dare you, sir? Let's play the actual thing, because I guess the only people who have it now are the people who clipped it. And I think I deleted it from my hard drive. It might be in the garbage in my hard drive. Let's play it.
I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple.
Nasty.
They do nasty things.
Nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Piers.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z.
Thousands.
He was going to say Jay-Z isn't here to be able to refute these allegations. And at the time when we were hearing this and we reacted to this on the podcast last week, I was like, ooh, this is kind of wild. And even Pierce saying that, he was trying to put a disclaimer out there like, bro, suitcases? You know, like a lot of white people watch this shit. Like, you got to chill, lady. But now that Jay-Z and his lawyers decided, we need to get this taken out. Do y'all think that makes it an admission of guilt? Low key? Just the fact that, people think that Jauguar Wright talks shit. that a lot of the things that she says don't really let her talk. It doesn't really mean nothing. So if that's the case, then why make her delete, or why make Pierce delete the shit if nobody ever believes Jauguar Wright in the first place? Like, I know these are really defamatory type of allegations right here. This is crazy. However, if nobody believes the bitch anyway, then let her talk. Say whatever. Or maybe it was starting to eat into some of the business opportunities that were going on for Jay-Z. You can't have this lady going up on Piers Morgan talking about, oh, people are getting put in suitcases by Jay-Z and his wife, and then just pop up at the NFL meeting and be like, yo, what's going on? Can I get a crumpet? Nah, B. Terabyte wants to know, what does this have to do with how soft Canada is? Y'all having your own argument. Let me stay out of the chat right now for a second. But yeah, I don't know about this, Jay. This goes on a list of funny moves right there. Like, I can understand that, yes, the lady is talking crazy. But to me, and, you know, I feel like a lot of the audience might feel the same way. When you start getting people to take pieces out of interviews and stuff, and I know from my own dealings of doing interviews, a lot of the times when people want something taken out of an interview is because the shit is true. They went a little bit too crazy. They crashed out in the way that they were answering some of my questions. And then they're like, yo, Friday, yo, can you take that out the interview? I was going a little bit too crazy. I don't want to get a case. So then when I see something like this, even though this is not Jay-Z in the interview crashing out, obviously, but Jauguar Wright crashing out, and then Jay's like, no more of that suitcase talk. It kind of looks a little funny under the light. I'm not going to lie. Chintiki says, I can't wait till Jay-Z gets exposed. Bro, I really think that this might be a thing. I think I'm going to make a prediction right now. And I don't want to wish it on anybody. But I think in 2025, Jay-Z might not get a conviction, but we will see Jay-Z in handcuffs being taken away for something that stems from the Diddy investigation. Like right now, they're doing some crazy wormholes on this Diddy shit. The tinfoil hats are out crazy. I'm talking about tunnels underneath Diddy's home, all types of shit that they're trying to put on this nigga. So we're just at the tip of the iceberg right now as far as things that they're going to be able to say about people in this stuff. Like some wild shit. Not to sidetrack, it's still on the same topic here, but the type of things that they're saying about Diddy right now is insane. And just to have your name anywhere close to something like this as somebody like Jay-Z, I'd be like, bruh, stop talking about me, B. Every time you talk about this nigga, my name comes up. Watch
this warning that the rapper had made in his home, which connected to the basement of a former Michael Jackson home. The FBI.
Watch this.
As a private theater with a capacity for 35 people, a fully equipped gym, and a wine room. The most curious thing about the property is an underwater tunnel connected to a grotto inside the luxurious mansion. A lot of people suggested that this tunnel possibly went to the Playboy Mansion because the Playboy Mansion, surprise, surprise, is located very close to Diddy's home. Other social media posts claimed that the FBI found tunnels.
We gotta get the news wherever we can get it.
Underneath Diddy's home that once connected to a basement at Michael Jackson's mansion. A TikTok claimed that his team was nervous and
TikTok claimed, okay, the hella tinfoil. Yo, the price of tinfoil is going up just because it's just running out of stock right now, B.
blocked the entrance to his house and begged them not to enter the tunnel.
The FBI discovered a tunnel this morning that the rapper had made in his home, which connected to the basement of a former Michael Jackson home. The FBI was called to the scene after an anonymous tip from neighbors reporting something strange happening since Diddy's arrest. When the agents arrived, they were greeted by his team, who seemed very nervous. They tried to block the officer's entrance, but the agents insisted and decided to search him when they entered his room. They noticed that the floor near the bed looked like it had been recently disturbed. One of the officers then moved the bed to the side. That's when they made an unbelievable discovery: an entrance covered only by a rug.
Yo, how do they know this? How do they know this? Did the investigators give this information to this TikTok user who's now giving us this information? They went into the home. Somebody in the home was like, no, don't look in that room. Stop. Like, while the investigation is going on, while the cops are raiding your house, somebody who was outside of their handcuffs said, no, you can't go in that room, though. But don't go next to the bed. Shucks. Darn it, they found the underground tunnel.
Intrigued, the officers decided to go down into the passage. However, the team tried desperately to stop them, begging them not to enter the tunnel. But the officers...
Don't do it. Don't go in. Don't go in that tunnel, though. This is what happened. All right? Tinfoil's on. Fully tight.
continued anyway. The walls of the tunnel looked newly built, as if abandoned in a hurry. As they went deeper, the officers found strange items on the floor, such as children's clothing. The atmosphere grew heavier with each step, and the officers began to feel a terrible sense of foreboding coming from the end of the tunnel. When they finally reached the tunnels, what they saw shocked everyone, and they immediately called for backup.
Not the children's clothing. I mean, at this point,
Yo, this is how crazy. Actually, this is where I found out about the Piers Morgan shit. But this is how crazy that the whole thing is. They're saying that in this tunnel that the FBI discovered, that as they were searching the tunnel, they found children's clothing. Bum, bum, bum. Y'all gonna fuck around and let Diddy get out and be guilty of whatever he's supposed to be guilty of. Because everything that you, when you start adding all this extra sauce to shit, it's like, bruh, what's true and what's fake now? Okay, now the nigga got a tunnel that goes to the grotto and Michael Jackson's house? Really? But I say all that to say you don't want to have your name connected to a guy like this, Jay. I'm just saying. You don't want to have videos. Like if I go do a quick YouTube search and do, let me move this glass before I have an accident over here. And I do Diddy Jay-Z. Okay. Diddy Jay-Z. Choke No Joke calls out Jay-Z for not supporting his friend Diddy. This is all bad. Why Jay-Z's worse than Diddy? Look at some of these titles. Wait, we are going for more names. New Diddy revelations. I'm gonna watch that in a second. Gene Deal implicates Jay-Z and Diddy are the same.
You could tell that the people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next
The music is crazy.
in line. So to separate him, when in fact
He sounds guilty just off the music.
they may be two of the same, but because Jay-Z is low-key, that low-key sneaky shit.
Maybe this is why Drake is getting at Jay-Z. This is why he feels so comfortable getting at Jay-Z, because Jay-Z is about to get locked up and he's like, is this your king? All right. All right. If you knew the things that I know about that nigga Sean Carter, you wouldn't be that nigga's fan neither. You'd be dissing him in your stories too.
And Diddy is and was rambunctious, you know, just out with it. It don't mean that they're not two of the same. One just a little quieter with it. You could tell that.
Right? One just a little quieter with his shit. Huh? Piers Morgan apologizes. There's just a plethora. Jay-Z called out on live TV, just as bad as Diddy. They're talking about Jaguar's thing. Jaguar really messed up this whole. Oh, shit. I'm not going to lie. I can understand why Jay-Z, in a way, got the lawyers out. Because I know deep down inside, he just wants to punch her in the face. And, you know, you're not supposed to hit women. But I don't think Beyonce got it in her to be able to squabble up with Jauguar Wright. Jauguar Wright would wipe the floor with Beyonce. Just have her dragging her all by her weave and shit. Like, look at this. Are Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy involved in Aaliyah's death? Dun, dun, dun. Tinfoil is out of stock, B. Not even no words on the video. How much views this got? 22,000 in one day, just eating. Y'all think this nigga's guilty? Is it a rap for Jay? I'm telling you, B, this is why Drake feels so comfortable. He's like, Jay, if you know about those Diddy parties, Jay? All right, niggas, everybody's saying the same shit. Whack 100. He don't care nothing about Jay-Z's name.
I think this might be the last Super Bowl overseen by Jay-Z.
Oh, that's crazy you mentioned that because let's pull up the screen. Where is it?
Jauguar Wright.
Oh shit. Well, I don't. It's an unholy.
It's getting to the point where people are not even.
I feel like
they're not even being as respectful with the man's name anymore.
And also, even if there's like proof or a lawsuit about one thing, it's going to be here's all this other shit that is not really well documented or not easily provable, but there's accusations. So we're going to take this one serious accusation that there's a lawsuit or some sort of evidence around or that appears to be true, and then we're going to lump it in with a bunch of alleged shit, and they're going to use that first story to lend credibility to all the other things.
Sounds like Bill Cosby.
Sounds like a lot of these situations because you do.
Anyhow, I'm not even going to end this with a salute to Jay because right now, bro, you're on the maybe list, fam. They might have the chopping block ready for you, broski. But let's move on. Let us move on. There was a stream that went on last night. Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip that story and I'm going to circle back. Okay, we're going to get back to the academic story that I was of what happened last night with the boy DJ Akademiks. He had a major crash out last night. But before we get to that, I wanted to cover something more local. All right, we are a Toronto network. Former homicide detective is on Top 5's ass. All right, let me pull this up on the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And there's been a few other people that's been on this nigga. Let me see if I have a post from him because they had this nigga on CP24 yesterday reviewing the Leah May interview, which is crazy. Listen, a lot of people are going to say Top 5 bought this on himself. He should have came home and been a good boy. He talked a bunch of shit online, and listen, I'm not here to be a Top 5 defender, but he talked a bunch of shit online when he came home about the niggas in the West Coast. And yes, he did go at he did talk about smoking sluggy in his live. So he did do the one smoking ops at home type thing. But other than that, it was a lot of, yo, Kendrick Lamar, we're looking for you, blah, 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 West Coast shit. And other than that, we ain't seen him. I had the phone call that was happening while we were doing the podcast the other day. The nigga's been sick. He's been at home. So as far as him just actively in the streets, he's back home. You know, he said he's Drake shooter, and now he's actively looking to go kill people. Like, that's a lot of entertainment bullshit. It's for show. The nigga's in his house chilling, pretty much getting ready to make his next move. Man made a tune. I heard it. I will say this. It's not a tune about peace. But I don't even know if that's going to be his next move. So this is courtesy of Keeps It Solid. It says former Toronto homicide detective Mark Mendelson speaks on Top 5's case. We saw what happened in the court with this particular gentleman when certain evidence was not allowed in. That doesn't mean at the end of that doesn't mean the end of the investigation at all. That means they're going to continue on, and if this happens to inject him, if he happens to inject himself into the investigation again, then so be it. And this is courtesy of CP24. So more than 2 weeks have passed since Hassan Ali has walked out of the Toronto courtroom free man, and prosecutors decided to not move forward with the first-degree murder against the local rapper. 2 days after the charges were stayed, Ali, who goes by the name Top5, joined an online stream where he boasted about his time in jail. I had a knife in jail. I had cheeseburgers in jail. I had a phone in jail. Ali said, I went on to thank this correctional officer, saying, shout out to the CEOs who took care of me and gave me the phones. Yeah, that's crazy. In 2023, Ali used one of the cell phones to record a music video while in custody at the Maple Horse Correctional Facility in Milton, Ontario, claiming he paid someone $10,000 to get it. Ali was serving time at the facility, which he described as a 4 seasons in another interview, while awaiting the trial shooting death of Hashim Omar Hashi, RIP, the 20-year-old student who police said had no criminal ties. While the contraband was not uncommon behind bars, Ontario Solicitor General said that it launched a full investigation into the incident last June. More than a year later, the officers tell CTV News that the ministry does not comment. Does not comment on the internal investigation, but can confirm that the investigation he concluded and all the appropriate actions have been taken. Former homicide detective Mark Mendelson explains that while the routine of the ministry is not to divulge the outcome of the investigation, he says the system flaws to do so, particularly in the provincial systems, because how transient it is. Okay, people move from jail to jail, right? It happens through so many different modes of transportation into the system, from correctional officers at a particular jail to courthouses to security in the courthouses to private meetings within councils. Mendelson says, okay, so they're talking about just all the different ways that people can get contraband in. Not to forget, like, for people who are in minimum security and you can get touch visits, people's girls bring shit. Okay, but we're talking about max security. Since his release, Ali appeared on multiple platforms threatening to incite violence. However, the line is often blurred between what a rapper says being taken as fact versus artistic expression. Mendelson says, we saw what happened in the court with this particular gentleman, where certain evidence was not allowed in. That doesn't mean the end of the investigation at all. that means that they're going to continue on. And if this man happens to inject himself back into the investigation again, then so be it. Although the charges against Ali were stayed, they can still be revived by the Crown at a later date. Meanwhile, Toronto police are not commenting on the investigation into Hashish's death as it remains ongoing. And I think that's pretty much the end of the article. So there's that going on as far as this former homicide detective saying that we're it doesn't mean that they're not still looking into his case. As people know, and we've covered extensively, Top 5's charges were stayed, which doesn't mean that the case was thrown out. Let me ask you guys a question in a poll. All right, let's do a quick poll here. Let's ask a quick poll. Will Toronto police re-arrest Top 5? Because they're trying to do all of this type of shit where they're looking at every single thing that he's been doing since he came home. They talked about him live stream and they talked about an interview. So as far as the live stream, obviously they're talking about the Aiden Ross and Akademiks live stream that happened when he first came home. But then as far as the interview literally just dropped. The one that they're talking about with Leah May. And like I said, they had it up on CP24. Let me see if any of these guys have it over here. Let's go to T.TV. T.TV usually has shit up. Let's go to T.TV. Because it was in the stories before, but I think it's gone now. What's this here? No throwbacks. I don't see throwbacks. But they posted a clip from the CP24 or on CP24, which for the people outside of Canada or outside of Toronto, that's our 24-hour news station that just has the ticker on the bottom, and they just have news stories that come up, and they had this interview here posted up.
You get me?
Why, you're tricking?
It ain't tricking if you got it.
So are you a trick?
Right. So there's a CP24 post of Top 5's Leah May interview, which is crazy. That means, in my opinion, they're really watching him closely. But unless he does a new crime or he does something to implicate himself in the ongoing investigation that's been happening, there's not really much they can do. Right? I'm just going through YouTube just to do a quick search here. Let me show y'all something that they were talking about here too, because it seems that there's been some cracks in the system. They're saying, okay, well, he's doing all this shit, but then he got all this stuff in the jail. He had a cell phone. He filmed a music video. He had a little bit more than a cell phone.
Big picture. That laptop and that's with the portable in the bando. Big picture. That laptop.
The man had a laptop in there. Now, obviously, he has to take some accountability for wanting to have some of this stuff. But the ability to be able to have some of that stuff is crazy. HN says, everybody gets laptops. Are you sure? Because we're not talking about the pen. And even in the pen, I don't think people get laptops. Like, I haven't been in jail in a long time, thankfully. So I don't know how things have changed. But is it only his fault? Or is it some of this accountability has to be laid on the guardies? On the white shirt, who probably knows that this nigga had this shit. Right? It's wild because Cassius Mathis says cell phone cells and pads. This nigga had a charger with the shit. Not a charger. What do you call that? Actually, that is the charger, I think. Or
And that's
is that an
with
external
the
hard drive?
portable.
Yeah, I think he had an external hard drive. Or is that like a charger? Like, bruh. Is it on him or is it on the jails? He didn't go outside and go pick it up and go bring it in himself. So now when you got guys like this former homicide officer here saying all this stuff, it's like, bro, I'm not, y'all do your jobs. I'm not going to try to tell y'all how to do your jobs. But I think there might be a better place where these guys can put their resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, our city is going crazy right now. It's been going crazy. Henry King says that's a charger. The city's been going crazy from before Top 5 came home. Okay, so now that he's home, we can't go and look and say, well, look, see those people who got murdered over there? That was because of Top 5 being home. And look, those other people that got murked over there, that's because Top 5 was saying stuff on social media. What? Saying what? We looking for Kendrick Lamar? And it's crazy coming from me because I was the guy who was like, yo, or he told me, yo, I'm going to make peace when I come home, blah, 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 blah. And then he didn't, and I had my rant, and I still stand on that. But if this nigga's out here doing entertainment, I don't even need to put the quotations. If he's out here entertaining and, people are entertained by fuckery, and he started directing all of that fuckery to the people over there and down south, yes, I understand it's divisive. It might cause some issues for Toronto mans going over there and blah, blah, blah. That's a whole other point. Okay? But as far as turning it up over here and making it hotter for the blocks over here, and, he went on, this person's block, that person's block. I just don't see it. Like, mans went over to Alexander Park. We seen that when they first touched down. I'm not gonna okay that. Okay. But any types of shootings that have been going on, and I keep track of a lot of this stuff. I watch a lot of CP24. Has not been in Alexander Park. There wasn't like a bunch of shootings that happened right after. And we're gonna go into a story in a minute where somebody who's completely on the opposite vibe of Top 5 did the exact same shit. So what are we gonna do over here in Toronto? Is it about all these guys trying to get some kind of notoriety, or are we going to be like, you know what? Don't entertain us, or you can do this, but you can't. Right? Salute to Top 5. But like I was saying, other people are doing the same shit who are supposed to be on the complete opposite vibe. I got something here, and I think this might be courtesy of Keep Six Solid as well. It is. So I'll keep on the page here. Right here. The city reacts to Mustafa the Poet's new music video shot in Top 5, Pressa, and Casper's hood. Okay. There's a response from Casper TNG. Salute to Casper. He says, wait, what? Pressa responds, you can tell it was 6 a.m. in the morning. My bad. My G.
Only there's nothing left to give me. I felt it all.
Right, Replin, that's over there in Jungle, 2 Replin Road.
I can't go. I drove 5 hours
I wish I could play a little bit more, but I don't want to get copyright.
to cry in Montreal. This time
This is Alexander Park.
I learned to be
All right, the Atkinson buildings. Let me pull this up on YouTube so we can get a better view. Why would he do that? Like, I know Mustafa's had his share of issues, or his guys have had their share of issues, but he's supposed to be the guy who's pushing peace. In all actuality, his music is talking about the hardships that happen in his hood and his lifetime and his people. And I get it. Like, he's talking real struggle music. And he's had issues with all these guys. But technically, he's supposed to be the guy who's above that. However, everybody's willing to get into the fuckery. One second. Yo, Yardie, I'm gonna hit you back, Yardie. I'm gonna hit you back after, Yardie. Sorry. I don't want to get sidetracked on a Drake story right now. Let's see here.
I felt it all. Oh, there's nowhere I can.
It does look like it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Where is this right here? I guess this is the Driftwood block. Why would he do this?
I learned to be alone. I'll keep my fear of you leaving inside my drawers.
I'm gonna have to like do a deep dive on the song later on when I can like listen to the music without getting a copyright. Everybody's on the same shit. Like, what are we really gonna say? That top 5 is worse than my youth here. I don't want to call him my youth, but top 5 is worse than Mustafa. You know, because Mustafa doesn't get online and talk a bunch of shit. You know, Mustafa's not on his social media going crazy, or he's not on Aiden Ross's live talking shit. Man's doing the exact same thing. Doing music videos in people's hoods, and he's getting the reaction that he wants because people are reacting to this shit. Right? I'm going to show y'all something in a minute that we were talking about before. And the crazy part about it is, like, this nigga's doing some drill rapper shit, like pulling up in people's hoods and doing music videos. And he's singing like the nigga's name has poet at the end of it. Yo, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. Like, up is down and down is up. Let me show y'all something quick, fast, what I was talking about before. As far as, like, the type of shit, and listen, I'm not trying to wish it on anybody, but the type of shit that they're doing with this, are the cops feeling the same way about these guys? Because that's inciting shit. And that's not inciting shit outside of the city. That's inciting shit inside of your own city. I know these guys all have long-lasting beefs with all of these guys. But I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I really thought that out of all of these artists, that Mustafa the Poet was supposed to be the bigger man, and especially with him doing so well. It's not like Mustafa the Poet is hard up to get some features or get a bag. This nigga's popping up all over the places. He's in GQ. He's in all type of magazines. I drive by places and I see this guy on the bus shed modeling shit. Like, this nigga's getting to the bag. He, in my opinion, he's above all of this op shit. The fact that he's even like reminding niggas that he has beef, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's kind of immature. I expect this from these other niggas. Let me show y'all something quick fast. This is what I was talking about earlier with the media, the mainstream media, and that dude there, that former detective. These guys have a hard-on for this nigga top 5. Pause. Watch this.
I'll play anybody in here. Appeared on multiple platforms threatening to incite violence. I was shooting, right? You're a shooter. I'm just shooting. However, the line is often blurred between what rappers say being taken as fact.
This is CP24. That's crazy. And I'm not trying to be the top 5 lawyer. I'm already the OVO lawyer. I used to be the Joe Budden lawyer, but I relinquished my that workload over there. It was just too much. It was too much workload with Joe Budden. And I can't have a conflict with my clients. I can't have Joe Budden and Drake as a client as far as, you know, being a lawyer over here, being an internet lawyer. So we had to drop Joe Budden. However, I'm not trying to be top 5's lawyer here, but they on this nigga's ass. Pause. This nigga's been saying he's Drake's shooter for like 5 years. And now they care? That is wild. I guess what's good for the goose is not good for the gander, or however that saying goes.
I forget myself. You tell me.
Hold on, I'm gonna put this on mute because I don't want to get no copyrights. My bad, Mustafa. And I mess with these guys. You know, salute to Puffy L's, salute to Safe, salute to all the man them, salute to Regent Park, all right? Downtown shit. But bruh, I really thought the niggas was above this shit. So what happens now if these niggas catch offense to this shit and they retaliate? And I'm not talking about retaliating in raps. Like, shootings happen in Regent Park. Because at this point in time, and to be honest, Regent Park's changed, so I can't really see it happening. At this point in time, 23,000 views in one day. Oh, Daniel Caesar's on it too? Oh, bro. I seen somebody mention that in the comments earlier too. Where they got Daniel Caesar at?
And your little sister. Is growing big, and I've been the same since before she left.
What's the song called? Leaving Toronto? Is there lyrics for this? I'm gonna go looking for lyrics. Let's see if we can find some lyrics for this. Official video. I'll find some. I'm gonna go on another page and find something. Give me a quick second. I want to send my invite link somewhere quick fast. Because this is just wild to me, bro. I want to go see if I can find this on Rap Genius or something. Because maybe he's saying something in these bars that have something to bring all of this together in a more positive way. Okay, there we go. Leaving Toronto lyrics. Featuring Daniel Caesar. Okay, so here we go. I drop a bag on the kid, and I'm not going to sing it out. I drop a bag on my Glock. Heart boy. I don't heart a lot, yeah. I'm leaving Toronto. It has nothing to give me. I held it all. There's nowhere I can go. I drove 5 hours to cry in Montreal. This time I learn alone. I keep all my fears. I keep my fear of you leaving inside of my drawers. I got myself in your arms. If you were burning this city, tell me where to start. I don't know. It sounds it's like some poetic type shit. Like, I don't know. I don't see the disses. Let's go a little bit more. We went over this. I'm leaving Toronto. Okay, I'm leaving the things that I said. Last of my friends, help me shut my eyes. Oh, it still happened. Slept. I'll come back running to the past, running till I pass through. All that we're running through the tap, running through our hands. This bruise. I don't understand what's going on here, B. No disrespect. Like, when you're singing it, it sounds beautiful. It sounds different than the way I'm reading and botching up this reading. My bad. Let me put this up on the screen. My bad. All right. This part, I dropped the bag on the kid. I dropped the bag on my Glock. That's, I guess, the more gangster part of it. I'm leaving Toronto. If it lets me go, and if they ever kill me, make sure to bury me next to my brother. Make sure my killers have money for a lawyer. And if they ever kill me, ask Allah to put a light on my grave. Ask Allah to take the good from my old days. Make sure my killer has money for a lawyer. It's kind of eerie, deep, kind of eerie. Does this scream, let me go up on the op block? Or am I missing something? Chintiki says, run some top 5. What are you saying? That bumps a little bit more? I don't know. It's just these lyrics that I just read there. That dramatic reading that I just did, it just doesn't correlate to these niggas over in this corner store. With the volume off, it looks like I'm watching a rap video right now. Right? Watch. I spin on your block. Spin on your block. Pull out my Glock. Spin on my block. Spin on your block. Walking them down. Right? It's different than this.
Did you mean all of you?
And don't get me wrong, I like this. This is fire.
Little sisters growing.
But when I see this, I say, spinning my block. Two headshots. Smoking on the ops. Right? I get a different tune. So I don't know, man. I can't tell the man them how to do their thing or how to do their art. But I don't know, bro. I just expected better from Mustafa the poet. But salute to the man them. Let us move on. We'll keep all of the Toronto segments and top 5 and everything type shit in one tight box over here before we move on to other things. Is there another clip? Hold on. Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. What do I got on my list here? This Hitta J3 interview dropped. Now, if y'all remember, Hitta J3 was the guy that Top 5 was having a back and forth with. It kind of stemmed from the beef that he, I guess, started with Kendrick Lamar and them. Let me see if I have it in my history still. Hitta J3. I'll tell you right now, it wasn't the craziest response. Like, oh my God, damn, this only got 14,000 views. Niggas don't care about Hitta J3 like that. Oh, and it's timestamped. Thank you, brother. So I think that the way that this started was basically off of the live stream that happened with Aiden Ross. Everybody knows, you know, we're looking for Kendrick. Anybody who was in that Not Like Us, the pop-out show, me and Drake are going to do a video and we're going to find him. And Hitta J3 was on that stage. So naturally, he took offense. Top 5 had a back and forth with Whack 100. And, you know, it kind of stemmed from Whack 100 or from Kendrick to Smack from Back on Fig, over to Whack 100, and then over to Hitta J3. And then these guys started going back and forth, dissing each other for a quick second. Nothing crazy. Like, Top 5 hasn't dropped any music. Hitta J3 did drop a music video, and there was some, I guess, shots at Top 5. There were more subs than anything. But he finally did an interview with No Jumper, and a lot of the interview is not even about that. I peeped the whole interview, waiting for Adam to ask the questions I wanted to know about. But he did ask about it from around here.
Getting him out of his shell a little bit, because I had a long conversation with him here one time, and he made it clear that he was never going on a podcast.
Yeah.
And I seen him kind of like lurking on some podcasts.
Oh, yeah. But nah, it's different. Like, you know, you might say some things.
Your career or your, you know, presence in the culture and everything probably could have gone a different way if you weren't so good at building relationships and meeting all these people and stuff. Because it's like, it seems like you just like come into contact with a lot of important people over the years and actually managed to like build with them.
Each one teach one. And you know, that's another thing. Like, sometimes I got rapper friends, but we don't do music. We don't base our bonds and friendships upon music. Like, me and Lil Durk, we ain't never did no music, but that's my brother. I know if I tap in, he gonna, you know, reach back out. So,
and him and Kendrick have a very close relationship, or I think somebody said he's Schoolboy Q's cousin or something like that. So one of y'all had the information a little bit more on this man's family tree. I'm not up on Hitta J3 like that. I'm literally finding out about him because of this Kendrick Lamar beef. Drake Kendrick Lamar beef.
Yeah,
because he's been around for so long.
Yeah,
that it's like he knows how to move around him and keep the relationship.
I think
good.
what it is people already know they're friends and they already used to him. It's like with this rapper stuff, it's like
it's right here
to just say certain things, but sometimes you gotta understand, like, the internet is undefeated, so you can't beat the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning that. Like, so I'm playing the game too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't, you know what I'm saying? People will troll all day. People will troll you. You know, people will be negative towards what you're trying to do or whatever going on or you got to say, but it's up to you to entertain it. And sometimes I just give them the bait for them to acknowledge it, what I'm saying. And then from there, it's just bringing more traction. And from there, I'm just like, all right, man, I'm gonna clean it up, you know, and show y'all like I'm smarter than y'all think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, yeah.
But you're kind of like playing the media game by just knowing that you could tweet some kind of regular shit about what's going on in that battle and everything. And just because you have this connection to Kendrick and shit, we've seen this over and over the past couple of months that like different people will say shit about the Kendrick thing and somehow they're labeled Kendrick's goons.
Adam's nice about how he gets into this question here because he didn't really ask him about Top 5. He asked him about getting labeled as one of Kendrick's goons, and in a roundabout way, what his response is to claiming that and responding to people as one of Kendrick's goons. Because technically, he's just somebody who's affiliated with Kendrick. He's not trying to claim being one of Kendrick's goons. He's just one of those people, and he mentioned this earlier in the interview, how he'll take offense to anybody who's trying to diss his homie. Okay, it's not about him, it's about all of them because he came from all of them, and he came from the hood, and he was around, and used to pull up at them at the swap meet and Ray Tay Tay.
Which is hilarious.
Nah, man.
Anybody from LA could be Kendrick's goon if you say the right thing.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just when you really genuinely love someone, you gonna treat them like your brand. You know, they face is your face. You know, so that's all it's about. Like, we ain't getting spoon fed. We ain't raised off silver spoons. And when you see somebody that's inspirational to the community, like, you know, it's just a impact like that. You can't help but react, like, and just let people know that this person is loved. Like, it ain't just to be negative, you know. It's just to let people know that you loved.
But would you say that you're cautious with your words? Because
yeah, I'm very cautious, but I know.
Let me hit the brakes on that right there. That's a little bit of a cop out there, brother. Because everybody could do with a little clout, especially if you know what to do with the clout. If you're trying to monetize something, he got a music video that he dropped. He's got the laser beam waving around in the video, mad guns over there in Los Angeles. I don't know how much I don't know the gun laws over there, but I know from what I do know, you're not allowed to just have a bunch of straps legally like that. It's a little bit harder to get a legal strap. But, you know, a lot of those videos, entertainment purposes, it's all props, obviously. But niggas is doing videos with the straps and all that gets extra traction. Sometimes. Right? So you could take an opportunity off of, oh, niggas is dissing Kendrick. All right, well, I'm going to go all the way off of the deep end now. Oh, top who? Oh, let me start going crazy on this nigga. And listen, I've seen some shit behind the scenes, but I won't even mention. But these niggas was not happy with each other over some Drake and Kendrick beef. Some shit that have nothing to do with them in the end of the day. Like, I know Drake is from over here. We fuck with Drake heavy. He's down, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to support him. And vice versa. Kendrick's over there. Man, them are going to support him. But when all of these side crew niggas want to start going at each other online, it's just because niggas is trying to collect clout off the beef. Don't get it twisted. I understand, yes, they're trying to defend their mans in them, but it's also like, let me line my pockets with a little bit of clout and some money.
You know, it's just a impact like that. You can't help but react, like, and just let people know that this person is loved. Like, it ain't just to be negative, you know. It's just to let people know that you love.
But it ain't just to be negative. The niggas' music video, mans were waving guns like, don't come to LA.
Would you say that you're cautious with your words? Because
yeah, I'm very cautious, but I know that you can troll. It's okay to troll.
But Kendrick is the most anti-troll person you could ever think of, because he barely communicates with the world besides through his music, and he never is really coming with like some sarcastic shit, some attention-getting shit. It really everything he says comes off as
trying to troll them.
Beliefs.
I'm not trying to troll them.
Watch the cope. With all due respect, home, because when I'm in the West Coast, don't run up on me, bro. Please. I'm just doing my job. I just do my job.
For Kendrick, I'm trolling them for coming and paying attention and putting their nose in business that's going on here.
Bring it back.
It ain't just to be negative, you know. It's just to let people know that you loved.
But would you say that you're cautious with your words? Because
yeah, I'm very cautious, but I know that you can troll. It's okay to troll.
But Kendrick is the most anti-troll person you could ever think of. He barely communicates with the world besides through his music, and he never is really coming with like some sarcastic shit, some attention-getting shit. It's really everything he says.
I'm not trying to troll them.
Beliefs.
I'm not trying to troll them for Kendrick. I'm trolling them for coming and paying attention.
Oh no! Don't do that, bro. Finish the sentence properly. I'm not trolling them for Kendrick. See, I wish I could make my own destiny with these interviews. You feel me? Like I could like rearrange the interviews to make my own destiny. Watch what he says.
And he never is really kind of like some sarcastic shit, some attention getting shit. It's really everything he says.
I'm not trying to troll them.
Beliefs.
I'm not trying to troll them for Kendrick. I'm trolling them for
me. It's fine, bro. I know mans are supposed to hold up some level of integrity and stuff like that. You're not trying to troll for Kendrick. I'm trying to troll for me so I can get some extra followers, so I can get some extra subscribers, so I can get some money, so I can feed my family. It's fine. Why do we have to lie?
Or coming and paying attention and putting their nose in business that's going on here.
Niggas don't care about that like that, bro. Let's stop the shit, man. Niggas don't care about that shit like that, bro. Don't tell me that mans were that offended when Top 5 was saying what he was saying on Adam's stream. That they're like, what? Kendrick? He might be in danger? Come on, B. We're talking about it because we know we're going to get views. You're going to diss the nigga because you know it's going to get views. Why do we have to be acting like this shit is like something else, bro? Holy shit, man. Didn't the nigga Kendrick have a whole song talking about you ain't got to lie to kick it? Didn't know that your nigga made that song, bro? You ain't got to lie to kick it. You ain't got to lie, bro. Just say you want some clout too, fam. The nigga's rich. He's a Pulitzer winner. He's doing Super Bowl. Can I have some clout, bro? I was on stage jumping around, bro. Niggas ain't said nothing to me since. Can I have some clout? The fuck? Niggas love to get on these interview mics and lie, B.
Or whatever they think. So it's like, I'll be speaking for me, but sometimes I just be playing like, man, we can't give these people clarity like off us, like after what we done been through and all that, like, man.
Who's these people? Are you talking about us, Canadians? Come on, B. DJ Illinois says, I told you Friday, some will take it seriously and some won't, but he's being cautious with what he was saying here because he don't want the feds to be on his head. I get that. But before worrying about the feds, broski,
I'd rather go put.
Then you wasn't worried about the feds when you were doing this. Where's the music video? Niggas wasn't worried about the feds in this.
When I get the gripping, hey, niggas love acting like
yeah, who cares about the feds now, right?
shooters and ain't chip nothing. Hey, like Nas once.
We just trying to do this because they trying to, talk about like where we representing. What did the nigga say? Listen, bro. I don't like Capri, bro.
I bought my own jury. You know what I'm saying? 41. Ain't nobody bothers for me. Like, I'm smarter than y'all think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, yeah.
But you're kind of like playing the media game by just knowing that you could tweet some kind of regular shit about what's going on in that battle and everything. And just because you have this connection to Kendrick and shit, we've seen this over and over the past couple of months that like different people will say shit about the Kendrick thing and somehow they're labeled Kendrick's goons, which is hilarious.
Nah,
so, like,
man.
Anybody from LA could be Kendrick's goon.
But I wanted to do this for myself. I felt like I deserved the trophy. I deserved to give myself. Feel me? For Kendrick, I'm trolling them for coming and paying attention and putting their nose in business that's going on here.
I can't even stomach the answer, B. Oh. Bro, if CP24 wants some clout, what makes you above that? Niggas try to make it like their tweeting is for such a noble cause. And then everybody else, when they tweet and try to do whatever quote-unquote clout chasing, is because they're dirty, nasty clout chaser, subhuman individuals. But me, when I'm doing it because I got to represent for my culture. It's like you can't wrap mud up, or you can't wrap a piece of cake up in some mud and then still call it cake. It's dirty now, bro. I don't even know what the analogy is, but you know what I mean, yo. You're still talking shit, bro. You just want some clout, and it's fine. What's the video view count on the music video we just seen?
It's just checking out.
Let's go find a music video that I was
just.
Man, I'd rather go put clarity on my.
Talking about shooting 100 niggas in the face. 15,000 views. See? There you go. It's fine, bro. The rest of the interview was great. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they talked about him, his life, all that other stuff that, like, you know, for fans of Hitta J3 or that want to get into the shit, like, cool. But that part of the interview, bro, come on, B. Cambridge Genius says, you act like Top 5 didn't start this. I wonder if he's goner. Is that what that says? Goner? Bro, he dissed Kendrick Lamar. He said, okay, well, I guess he said anybody who was on that stage in the Not Like Us video. Okay, I get it. All right, okay. So there was a lot of other niggas on that stage. Wasn't YG up there? Like West Coast YG? There was a lot of niggas on that stage. Why ain't they say shit? Why out of all the niggas who was on stage, jumping around, blood walking, doing everything, why they jump out and say, you know what? F Top 5, when we see you, it's up. They're clouded up already. They're fine. He needs some extra clout. And that's fine. I'm not hating on the nigga for the shit. I'm just saying it's a thing. Don't ignore it. Salute to him, though. We ain't gonna diss him like that, man. It's fine, bro. We all could do with a little extra clout, bro. It's fine. Let's leave Jay. I'm about to call him Jay Hitta. Let's leave Hitta J3 alone. But salute to him. I want to just cover this not top 5. We're gonna go back out of Toronto for a quick second. I want to just see what's going on with the boy Ak. Salute to the boy Akademiks, man. Hennydemics. This nigga went ballistic last night. Do I have it in my history? I'll pull it up. He left the stream up on the Academy channel. Hold on. OVO Yardie.
Yo, Friday, stop. Bro, if you're
Well,
so
go on.
worried about the... Wait, I'm talking to that brother that you're responding to. Brother, if you're so worried about the feds of Hobo, don't say nothing. Nobody respond. Why are you triggered? Bro,
Are you talking about
yeah,
Hitta J3?
Yeah. Why you, bro?
He's
so
not
worried
triggered, bro. He's not triggered, fam. It's just clout.
Yeah, well, bro, these men just yapping their mouth off, bro, and you know why, Fatty. You know the answer why. You know.
Of course.
Say
Bro.
what you want. Stop sugarcoating it. If you really mean it, then say it.
Why do you think? Tell me.
Now, what I'm saying is, bro, right? you kept all right. He said, "I'm not trolling him for Kendrick. I am trolling him for, bro. Just say it's not about Kendrick. It's about defending who we are. Stop getting into our business, or else we would do so and so. You're not going to do nothing. It's just internet talk."
Well, that's what he's saying. That's why he said he was defending it. I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
No, I don't believe that. That's why I say, say what you really want to say then.
Yeah.
Say what you really want to say. Stop hiding. You think you're about that life, then say it. At least the top 5, he says it as it is. There's no sugarcoating with him.
Yeah. And listen, in the end of the day, it's all entertainment on both sides. You know what
By
I'm
the way,
saying?
people, we're not condoning violence, but what we're really saying is, if you really have something, just say it. Stop hiding if you really mean it. Because guess what? People will see beyond the bullshit.
Let me ask you a question on another tip, quick, fast. Drake or Jay-Z? If these guys were to get into it, who's winning that battle? And tell me why.
Bro, Drake is so comfortable right now. Bro had his slippers on and a cigar, and Drake knows what's up. Why I think Drake's so comfortable posting these things? Broski knows. And by the way,
what are you saying?
I also think Drake knows Jay is not even going to bother responding now, so he feels comfortable to say whatever he wants because he knows he's not going to get the reaction. You get what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Jay ain't going to say nothing, bro. Like I said earlier, bro, Jay has a bigger fish to fry. And by the way, I agree with your prediction. You don't respond and send a cease and desist if you didn't think it was true.
Skinny D says, do your research, y'all blind. On what?
Blind on, wait, what? Pardon
On
the
what?
pun, I'm blind, but what?
No, it said do your research, y'all blind. On what in particular? Give us more, Skinny D. You know
Like
what I'm saying?
what? Nah, bro.
Maybe the whole Jay-Z versus Drake thing, because if Jay-Z decided he wanted to respond and make a whole bunch of diss tracks towards Drake, or not even diss tracks, just one, and then Drake responded, and then they started having maybe the kind of back and forth that him and Kendrick had. Who do you have coming out on the other side? Like, be as objective as you can.
I think you'll be very close. I think you'll run right down to I think we'll get the same lane, like a 5 for 5. You know what I mean? But just only because in recent times Drake is literally Drake's been living in battle mode for the last 4 or 5 years. I feel like Drake will come up just slightly. It won't be like a sweep up. It'll just be like he'll be pushed. You know what I mean? I don't think Jay-Z's gonna let him walk like that. You know? So I would say Drake just slightly just tip over the line. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a sweep up. I wouldn't say it's a sweep up now. No.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. He has the one loss to Kendrick Lamar. Okay.
All right.
And then he also has the I guess the technical KO, or I don't know what to call it.
I don't even know what to call that, bro. I still had Drake up on Pusha T, so I don't care.
Right? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? So,
and he definitely beat Meek Mill.
He definitely beat Meek Mill. My bad. Meek Mill was a clear knockout. It was like a Mike Tyson 90-second knockout.
Yeah, I call it meatball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But as far as if Jay-Z and Drake started to engage, who's winning?
To be honest, and people are going to disagree with me, that will be one of those that everyone will be so undecided by. I don't think they'll be clear winner with that one. I'm being truthful. You asked me to be honest, I'm being honest. It'll be one of those where everyone is going to have something to say. It won't be like one of those clear outright winners. That's just my opinion.
So,
but I still have Drake slightly just ticking it over. You know what I mean?
So you got Drake over Jay-Z.
Yeah. Bro, over here around here, bro, in Jamaica, we do loyalty around here. It's academic also. When we're from Jamaica, but we do loyalty around here, bro. But I'm being honest, like I said, I don't think Drake will walk over Jay-Z. That's not happening. No. I see some people saying Drake will walk. No. Jay-Z will push him. You know what I mean? Huh?
It's still Jay-Z in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still Jay-Z. Like, nah, it's not walkable, but I do still think if there was a thing as a draw in battle, then I actually think it would be a draw. But there's no such thing as a draw, so might as well I just say Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, he's living the public court of opinion, so it's not like, you know, it's one of them ones. And like I said, bro, Drake's been living in Baltimore for the last 5 years, bro. Like, what the hell? What's Jay-Z doing? Been smoking a cigar and having the slippers on and blowing the back out of B, you know what I mean?
And one's been more active than the other in the end of the day, right? It's like Jay would have to brush off the microphone.
Jay would have to go through preseason, then do the pre-game matches before the official season start, get into the season, and then be like, yo, Drake, final call to the season come, I'm ready for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, literally, like, Drake is full on in his full season long time, bro.
Yeah.
Again, I'm being honest. I think he'll be a close
Very
one.
interesting. Said pause. Yeah, facts. Pause. Yo, listen, Yardie. I'm gonna take a quick break for a quick second. I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna link back with you after.
All right, I'm watching the live, so if you need me to jump back on, just tell me to jump back on, okay?
All right.
All right, cool, man. Cool.
Salute. Yo, gang, friggin', I've been holding listen, I don't want to get too TMI with the details, but I've been sitting here for 2 hours. I got to drain the main one. You know what I'm saying? Let me go into the member section here, quick, fast. I just loaded an interview up into the member section. I'm loading up another interview right now as we speak in the background. The Honcho Hoodlum interview is being uploaded right now. I'm going to play something from the Infinite interview, and
we love hip hop.
You know, I'll be right back. Un momento.
Know what I'm saying? So when I see stories about the Rex that ain't accurate, or wherever you're from, do your research, man, before you do them kind of interviews and documentaries, and you know what I'm saying? But there's a few that's really good that I was like, okay, how did he know that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them, even the war that started in the Rex, a lot of people don't even know. Even some Rex niggas don't know why the wars are going on. You know what I mean? And when I hear the certain documentaries talk about it, I'm like, okay, they did their research. Yeah.
It's like some of these guys are probably watching like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
How'd you even pull up those details?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Where you get that info from?
Sometimes they be trying to say that some of the documentary guys are the boy them, but I don't think so, man. I think we're just in a space now where making good content and making content is a thing. You know what I mean? Like, obviously making music is still a thing.
Right.
But like with you, like, you know, you showed me different things that you were up to when it comes to like putting together or being parts of productions and stuff like that. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that, man?
Well,
like
for example,
and shit like that. You showed me some different things, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we've been a part of, you know, my brother Kane, he's a part of filming, you know, he has a film crew, you know, shout out to Kane, shout out to Gabe, you know what I mean? But also, even there's different sides of productions, like putting together, even developing an artist. And you know, shout out to O, the artist. Shout out to O. You know, he just dropped his single, The Greatest. Y'all go check it out. You know what I mean? It's on Spotify, YouTube, all platforms, Apple Music. But even that, just bring in an art.
My bad, gang. Woo! I'm telling you, when we're doing these streams, I can get to the 2 hour mark, maybe a little bit past 2 hours, and then, bro, you know, the floodgates have to open. Pause. Let's go back to this Academy page here. Comment gang strong. Make sure to hit that like button if y'all are just pulling up right now. So I was watching the Akademiks stream last night, and you can see the title over here: Folio suspects facing death penalty. Drake falls off the charts. A bunch of different stuff, right? 1 second. DJ Illinois, what's going on?
Not much you saying.
Just about to break down the topic. 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me break down this topic here.
All right.
So he went on the stream yesterday. Oh, your audio is throwing me off. Let me bring you back in. I'm gonna bring you back in.
All right.
So he had a little bit of a rant yesterday that ended up becoming most of his stream. I don't even know if he even got into anything else because I went to bed and this nigga was still talking about ATL Jacob. So let's play a little
ATL
bit.
Jacob to join up, man. Just tell him to join, bro. We don't have no time. I just came for the crash
This is 0 minutes into the stream and he's mentioning ATL Jacob.
out, bro. I'm only here for the crash out. I can't even listen to music too well. Nigga, I drank half a bottle of Henny when I seen this bitch ass nigga play with me. I said, ain't no fucking way. You fucking hoe ass nigga. You showed up in front of my face complaining about all the niggas you claim doing you wrong. You basically told me, nigga, I was your therapist that day, nigga. You told me gonna finna die. By the way, you won't stand that. My problem with ATL Jacob, I hate a bitch ass nigga who try to impress a nigga he don't know by talking a lot of shit and don't stand on shit. If you gon' niggas, the same thing with Cardi B.
Let me show you how long the rant is.
This out of here, nigga. I couldn't wait for you to say some shit about me, nigga. I couldn't wait. I was waiting. I was like, what is this bitch ass thing gonna address me that I could like just spill the beans? I couldn't wait.
The beans he's talking about is this.
Newsflash, salute the future. Got nothing bad to say about you, but an Afrobeats artist like Thames don't give a fuck about Future. Imagine you should hear this goofy ass nigga. Well, why Thames ain't thank me for what we did? Get your nigga, you ripped off her song, you bum. This is how, let me tell you this. Hey, I'll get this. Well, I won't give every secret away, but I'll say this. When these whole ass niggas come through, I said, let's take a shot. as soon as I do this, and I do 2 more of this, let's take another shot.
This guy's crazy.
All of a sudden, I just sit back. Snitch. All they do is tell me their secrets. And that's not for the interview. So it never gets mentioned. I always tell you, the best interview is never the interview. They come to my studio and they tell me the real shit. Man, fuck that nigga. Yo, I hate that nigga. That nigga don't. All right, bet. Oh, word. Crazy. All right. So I'll ask about it. I know you're going to give a toned down version because that nigga's going to see it. I get it. Respectable.
And what he's talking about.
But what I tell y'all, chat, niggas like ATL.
And what he's talking about is the Thames feature, the future song that he has with Thames and Drake. I Will Wait For You. How it was originally a song with just Thames and Future. And she wasn't going to clear the song. Basically, it was a remake or they used one of her samples. She wasn't ready to clear that shit. And then when they heard that Drake was going to get on it, she was like, all right, cool. I'll clear it. This was an information that was privy to the public, obviously. But Akademiks let this information out. At the time, and this is about a month ago, I'm not going to go through him going through the whole explanation. About a month ago, or maybe more than a month ago, a few months ago, when he put out that information, people were wondering, where did he get that information? ATL Jacob said a little bit of it in his Akademiks interview that he did 2 years ago, but he didn't give the full story. But now we find out how he really got the information, and it was from having conversations with ATL Jacob behind the scenes. So he goes on, he rants. If I go to any part of this stream right here, still going on.
Future. I did say that this nigga
Oh, and he also said he wrote a couple of hooks for Future.
Did say, I'll be honest. I did say. This nigga said I was
My bad,
capping.
it was 2
I
years
don't
ago.
record. When you show up to my spot, until we in the recording room, I'm not gonna do some snake shit and record you otherwise. That's not what it is. But when you tell me some shit, I always say this. Don't ever try to play that we never had conversations or you never said certain shit. Because at that point, I owe you no more loyalty. Now, I don't record people. But this is going to be on Future. Somebody asked Future to clear up. Has ATL Jacob ever provided him a hook ever in life? if Future could say no, well, ATL Jacob fucking lied and was just trying to be friends. But I'm probably sure that Future won't say that shit. I'm pretty sure he won't say that at all. I'm pretty sure Future won't even respond.
And he goes on, calls him a hoe, says he wants to box. He wants to fight ATL Jacob anywhere. And then it divulges. Or not divulges. It devolves, my bad. Into a phone call. And also, this video behind here, this is Akademiks' car collection. This was a Twitter beef before. Okay. And one of the tweets that were happening in the back and forth between Akademiks and ATL Jacob was pull up to Atlanta. Okay. This is what ATL Jacob was saying to Akademiks. Pull up to Atlanta. And that's what set Akademiks off. That's what made him open up the bottle of Henny and just start drinking and going on this warpath. So now he's calling ATL Jacob to arrange the fade.
Let me post exactly why that whole ass nigga. Chat, when they was trying to bury me a couple.
This nigga a hoe. Boxing. Whatever.
This man's so upset. The pause is crazy.
I'll just say this last thing. Jacob, don't forget me. Because I never forget you since then. And I won't forget you ever. Okay? So.
I gotta.
And by the way,
I gotta put this on this. Sorry, my bad to keep on stopping the video. But I gotta put this in Act's top 3 most legendary rants. This video is 4 hours and change. I'm guaranteeing you that half of this video, at least 2 hours of it, has been spent on ATL Jacob to the point where I was like, all right, enough. But this nigga was on a legendary tirade right there.
From the Atlanta shit, man, shut y'all Atlanta niggas ass up, nigga. I will come to Atlanta whenever I want. Shut the fuck up. Don't come to Atlanta. Oh, what y'all thinking of Chicago? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Come to Atlanta when the fuck I want, nigga. Hell's y'all niggas talking about? Oh, don't come to Atlanta.
He said Atlanta, all they got in Atlanta is B-men and snitches. All right? Batiman and rat.
Nigga, I hit up niggas in Atlanta today, man. I won't even mention their name because I ain't trying to bring them into it. Everybody I hit up in Atlanta today told me ATL Jacob is pussy. That's what directly they said. ATL Jacob, he pussy.
Get to the call. Let's get to the call.
Yo.
Legendary.
Nigga, why you online talking all that shit about me, nigga?
Man. Hey, man, what we doing? We final what? I fight. I give you a fair one. We final what? What's up?
Nigga, I don't respect you to do shit with you.
So now you don't want to fight. Now you don't want to. I'll fight you fair and square. I swear to God, nigga, on my kids. I'll fight you fair and square. We can do a fair one. What's up?
Oh, we can do that too. I'm just
all
telling
right.
you.
Come on, win.
Okay,
bro,
Nick. Hey,
I would.
Okay,
I would
cool.
send you a jet to the Clearport. Nigga.
Pussy, I'm not no bitch. You can't fly me out. Come to Jersey like you came to Jersey, just like you did before, nigga. The same spot we could squabble. What's popping?
You want to get gangster because you're on live.
No, I'm not even want to do that. No, I really want to explain. I ain't even trying to do. You the one.
Does Ak really want to squabble with this nigga? Because this nigga told him pull up to ATL. He'll pay for the plane ticket, private jet. And this nigga turned around and said, no. You come up here. So let me know in the chat. Does Ak really want to fight this nigga? Or is it, nah, they're just posturing for the camera?
You want to say you want to squabble. And like, if we talk about
this bro. You been coming at me. This your third time coming at me, fuck ass nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Get your, I for sure. Tell me what. Ain't nothing to tell me. If we ain't got them gonna fight, ain't nothing to talk about. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
Oh, you trying to get like Atlanta gangs?
Ojon Crow 416 Trackstar Music says it's WWE. Facts.
But hey, yo, the same way how you pulled up to my spot, if you want to squabble, nigga, because I'm telling you right now that we could have an understanding, nigga. I don't fuck with you, and
Look,
also
AK.
I'm gonna slander you until whatever you claim you finna do, you're gonna have to do. So we,
Yo, Big Ack is a new man, yo. From 2013 to now, as somebody who's been watching his movements, pause. This nigga is a different nigga, bro. I would have never thought in 2013 the Akademiks, who was just like truly a fan of niggas. He was not he was very transparent about that, about being a fan of these rappers and, you know, just watching from the outside and just having a fan perspective when the way he approached this game, the way he approached his commentary, even when he started getting his first set of interviews and he was super happy to get these interviews. Now he's talking about this nigga like, you niggas begged me to come to New Jersey. Your label called me 5 times. It's like, bro, this nigga went from Akademiks or DJ Akademiks to Big Ack.
Keep going, fuck nigga. I'm listening. Damn, fuck nigga.
No,
Look at your chance to speak. Keep going.
it feels like he's just trying to troll. It's okay.
All right. Well, then, until then, I'm gonna bring up your rape case.
Man. Ack should have known that one was coming. He just let that one just linger, and dude just said, whew. What about that? What about that R case?
We're gonna get that shit settled. What they?
Oh,
when
no,
you
no,
gonna
no.
pay that girl
You want
her
to talk about
alimony,
it?
man?
You want to talk about? All right, no. So
when you gonna pay that girl her alimony?
Alimony, sir. Do you know what alimony is?
No, cause get what?
No. I'm asking. No. Do you know what alimony is?
The nigga sounded crazy right there about alimony.
You don't?
No, because I'm not a rapist.
That got nothing to do with rape.
Shit, I don't know that. You will know that, I guess, because you're a rapist.
Well, you probably
this part of the stream is gonna have to get cut out.
You would know it more than me because it looked like I told you Future's pocket pussy. Future probably raped you or you did it to him. What's up?
Watch right here. This is when it gets a little sticky.
Nigga, what?
No, nigga.
Bro, you drunk. Get out my line, nigga. If we ain't fighting, nigga, get out my line.
Nigga, I told you. Wait, hold on. We can set it up. You
keep talking
about are you coming through? Oh, wait. The
bro,
same
you
way you
go to the most
wait, nigga.
state
Oh, hold on, sir.
Who want to go to the most police?
Hold on,
state
wait.
Bro,
Nigga,
you can come box in my hood, nigga.
Box.
We got boxing gloves. We do.
Wait, nigga, what's your hood? What's your hood? Tell me your hood.
Nigga, where you think I'm from? Nigga, I'm from the South Side. Fuck, nigga.
Nigga, no, where? Give me an exact place where your hood at.
Nigga, College Park. What are you talking about, crazy man?
So you from College Park?
Dumbass nigga, what you think?
I know Ack did say in the stream that they both ain't like that. You know what I mean? They're both not gangster. So this is why this is an equal playing field. But it's proof. This is the proof. Because niggas who's gangster, niggas who really, really get it in, who are really like that, they don't do all of this phone nonsense, this phone chat. Like, where you at? Where you from? But where you at? Where you going? Like, nah, nigga. We're not gonna get on the phone and talk about all this shit because somebody gonna die.
Where else I'm gonna be from?
Nigga,
Crazy man.
Nigga, I don't give a fucking. Nor do I know what College Park is.
You don't have to. Come find out.
Oh, so you want to squabble with me, but I gotta come to you, nigga. Didn't you come to me like a fucking hoe, sitting down like a fucking schoolgirl?
Okay, all right, guys.
2020. So before you said it, I went online. I said, "Yo, Thames wouldn't clear the record until Drake got involved." Where you think I made that up? How would I get that information? You tell me.
You said that in 2023. What are you talking about?
Cat, I said it before you. I promise you. I bet you 100,000.
shit.
Hold on, I bet you 100,000.
I think Ack decided that when he decided to do the stream, I'm not monetizing this today. I'll monetize it in other ways, But I'm bringing out the whole bottle of Hennessy. I don't give no Fs. We're going in.
I bet you 100,000. I bet you
I don't know
100,000.
you.
Nigga, hold on.
Nigga,
I bet you 250,000. Whoa, wait. Hold on, sir. I bet you 250,000 if I'm lying. I just never said your name. I never said your name.
I never even talked to you about that. We never even talked about that. What do you
Bro,
crazy, man? Never happened. Guess what?
So this is where the phone call ends.
Never happened. And we talking about
Wait, all right. So you say never happened. So if
your case
hold
went
on,
viral, nigga,
wait, no.
Okay, hold on. But never happened. What they're talking about, and this might come out later on. Okay, so let's keep tabs on this. All right, gang. Listen.
My nigga, you a grown man. Future can't beat your ass. Hold on. Yo, Future not about to take his belt off and beat you, bro.
Real bitch ass nigga.
Yo, Future not about to.
Everything that I said, I stand on it.
Yo, Future not about to take his belt off and beat you, nigga. Future not about to take.
On all four of my kids.
Bro, Future not about to take his belt off and beat you though. Like I'm asking you something. You're like, I don't know how you know, bro. This why I don't respect you.
You need to get your case resolved before you got down calling nigga. Like what? Get your cases resolved. Like now you talking about nothing.
A civil case?
A whole bunch of nothing.
Nigga, hold on. A civil case?
A rape.
A civil case?
Get your rape case.
A civil case. A civil case.
A rape case. A rape case. Get that shit resolved before you come. Cause you sound crazy.
All right, let me ask you a question. All right.
Wait,
hold on.
Wait for it.
Oh, no. Wait. Hold on. I'm staying on your point. I'm staying on your point. No.
It was talking.
No. This is why I like niggas like you. So are you saying that? Hold on. Are you saying Future's never had any case where a girl is claimed battery or sexual assault on him?
Woo!
Yes.
Is he saying that? Future never had none of that? Yo. There's parts in this rant here that I think these guys, when they started getting into different territories of disrespect, that things that were being said that weren't supposed to be said. Okay. iTerabyte says now Ak is deflecting. Is he? Because yeah, the dude is trying to confront him about his R case. And, Ak is talking about, what the civil case, the case that he's maybe talked about a little bit too much online. And I'm sure his lawyers have advised him not to talk about that shit online anymore because some of his online talks have now ended up in the case. But that extra little piece of information that he threw back over at ATL Jacob, I don't think this was supposed to end up in the stream. I don't think Ak, no matter how much Hennessy he was drinking, was ready to talk about Future having cases. Because from all we know, Future, he's the toxic king, blah, blah, blah. He got all the girls. She belongs to the streets, right? That's the famous Future quote. But everybody's been focusing on Diddy and being a little bit too handsy and a little bit too crazy. R. Kelly, all these other people. Drizzy Drake. But ain't nobody said nothing about Future. Future be quiet. He be over in the corner just doing his thing, pops out when it's time to make music. So I think Ak's been holding on to this information for a while. And he didn't have the intentions to bring it out on the stream. But as soon as this dude started bringing up the R case, it might have, it jumped in Ak's heart, like, stop saying that shit. Stop saying that. What about Future, though? And then this is when the phone call ends.
So no,
Bro,
because
I don't know nothing.
No, nigga, because this
I
is
don't
why.
know nothing on nothing, nigga. I'm talking
What about Drake?
about
What about Drake?
I don't know nothing on nothing.
Yo, I'm asking you. No, because don't try to. It's a civil case.
Nope, never happened. Guess what? Never happened. We talking about.
Wait, all right. So you say never happened. So if
your case
hold
went
on,
viral, nigga,
no. So let's put some money up on it. So let's put money up on Future shit. Oh man, now I'm calling this bitch ass nigga back.
The nigga said, "I'm working." Now he got to go back to work. As soon as this nigga starts bringing up Future's cases, what about Future's cases? Hey, I'm working.
Who you heard it from? Whoever else you heard it from, you hear that shit from me. When I first spoke on it,
Bro, you scared of Future?
on the interview,
Yo, hold on.
That's my case. Get that shit resolved before you come. Cause you sound crazy.
Future. ATL Jacob set you up for this. I'm only here just to make sure I show the people I just don't lie. So we'll see. We will see.
Woo. And that was just a phone call. It went on for longer. Obviously, he kept on calling him back like a stalker. Like, I don't know. The Hennessy turned that nigga into a demon last night. Jesus Christ, Act. Let's check on ATL Jacob and see what he's saying. And we're going to check on Act. Jacob. Let's check on ATL Jacob. There's the phone calls. Is there any tweets from him? Who this? Illinois. What you saying, brother?
Nothing, just you, man. Taking in the stream.
What's your thoughts on this whole Akademiks, aka Hennydemics, and ATL Jacob?
I think it was bound to happen because I guess we might, like, I don't know how long the beef has been going on for, but watching the stream last night, it looked like it was like a long time coming, you know. But yeah, Act snapped, yo. This guy, I thought I knew he was serious because he doxed his address like halfway through the interview, man, or halfway through the stream too. Like
he did.
Fully doxed his address. So yo, meet me at this little guy in Jersey.
I wonder how many people went over to this guy's studio today to go check it out.
Probably like a whole heap of people probably went to go check him at the studio, but
That's what I was thinking when I was listening to this guy like ball out the address. I'm like, bro, people are probably going to your studio tomorrow morning, bro.
Right? First thing.
Yeah.
But he know what though? I think that guy or ATL Jacob, I think he struck a nerve when he brought up the R case on Act, and that just set him off even more.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's the thing that you like. Nobody wants to get into an argument and then somebody's bringing up a case that's that defamatory. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It looks bad. It looks always on a person too, right? It demoralizes a person, right?
So even with that being said, don't you think that Act should maybe kind of relax with some of the rants? Because with all due respect to Act, I love to watch an Akademiks rant.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah, they're funny, man.
Yeah, but when you got something that's kind of looming and that you got to deal with, you might have to like fall back on certain things because people are going to start using this shit against you, and it's going to keep on coming up.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people already seen. I think two streamers already put it up. I'm not gonna say who, but they're already doing their content on it already. So
shit.
Yeah, they're gonna use it against him, like how they're gonna say how he's wilding and like I don't know, man, but I don't think that fade will happen. Like I could probably hold a fade with him, but he's not going to ATL to do it, because he's not that guy. He's not that guy. Neither is the other guy, ATL Jacob. But Act's gonna squabble with a man. He's gonna do it. He's gonna want home court advantage because he doesn't want to get backdoored and thing. You know what I mean? Because there's enough people that he knows enough people that don't like him, so he doesn't know who's who and who to trust and who's not. You know what I mean? So even if he went down there, a man could say, yeah, it's just gonna be a one-on-one thing, but he's not at home.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So he's not comfortable. So he in his head he's thinking he's gonna get backdoored. So
well, I was watching a video, and let me read something quick fast over here on the screen.
Yeah.
This is I guess 11 hours ago, right after the whole beef happened.
Yeah.
Saying, and this is from ATL Jacob, saying, a grown man threatened to drop the secrets about Future because he's arguing, or this is not from ATL Jacob, my bad, from somebody else, because he's arguing with ATL Jacob, and y'all respect this type nigga. Akademiks is a clown king of all the clowns. Is that ATL Jacob's account?
No,
No, it's just some random nigga. Let me
somebody
find
else.
JTL Jacobs' account. I want to see exactly what he's saying.
I don't know. He was in the studio after he went on live stream after he was in his studio cooking. I
So
don't know,
why
like,
why
what he
can't a
said.
nigga cap when he said I had 2 shots of Tito's? Nigga, I don't even drink or smoke.
Yeah. At this point, it's like he said, he said, she said, you know.
Look, watch this right here. On my whole career, he lying.
You don't know what's true from what isn't. Only certain things that have been documented and are out on the internet already, you can really voice on. You know what I mean? Like, we know Axe going through some cases. Unfortunately, we don't know what Jacob's going through. We don't know what Future is going through. Only people behind the scenes know what that is about, right?
Facts.
So,
Facts.
For all we know, because and that's the thing too. Axe not just sit there and maybe he is talking doo-doo, but who knows? But he was right about certain things. He was right about the Thames thing. How she cleared it after she got it cleared after when she heard Drake was gonna be on the track. I believe that, right? And I think that was him that said it. But
and then what about this Future shit? Like that's way wilder than the Thames shit. Like the whole Future and him having some cases that nobody knows about.
Having a case that could be true too. Who knows? Because remember, all these guys in the industry are doing certain things that people don't know, and they're just sitting in the background, just like a lot of people, like and like Diddy. Diddy's been sitting around. I'd hate to bring him up again, but like him, nobody thought he was doing all this stuff. Some people were saying things. Some people were saying, nah, it's not true, and then all of a sudden, look, it turned out to be true. So you don't know who to believe and who's not, or who's doing things and who isn't doing things in the industry when it comes to male and females interacting in the industry, right?
Yeah.
So could be true. He just never got called out about it because maybe he paid off some women to keep the hush, like hush money. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But even in the industry, right?
Yeah,
people be knowing behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yeah, 100%.
Like for Act to even be able to drop that kind of information on dude's lap, he's not the only one who knows this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's other people that have been around him that see things too, right? But they probably just keep it on the hush, but they probably know about it same way.
Including Drake. Drake
Exactly.
probably knows this type shit, and because he wasn't beefing with Future crazy on that whole 20v1 that happened not too long ago.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, bro, we ain't beefing like that. I'm gonna take mercy on you. But if they were really to go at it, he probably knows this shit too.
Probably press the red button like you said before. Right?
Why not? If all the gloves are off and like people are talking about wild shit, you know what I'm saying? And now that information, no matter how much it was just a part of a 4-hour stream, I pinpointed the information. I'm sure there's other bloggers and YouTubers who pinpointed that piece of information. That's going to be something that people are going to be wondering about. Like, yo, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What's going on, Future?
It's on the internet now. People are going to record. People are going to report about it too now. Yeah, it's going to be out there.
Yeah.
People are going to look into it, right? Deep diving into it and stuff. Now they're going to look. They're going to try and find. But I guarantee the people that are going to try and deep dive into it now are going to try and find out who the female is. You know what I mean?
Listen, bro. Big Act might get a cease and desist from Future Hendrix.
Maybe just like Piers Morgan did.
Yeah.
Morgan.
We covered that part of the stream, right?
Yeah.
And it's embedded in this stream now. Just like the Piers Morgan shit, it's in one of my episodes, and I have the clip up on Instagram, but it's gone now. So we might have to go. What's the timestamp on this right here? Let me double check the timestamp on this video, on this live stream.
Okay.
Because you never know what could happen later on now, bro.
Yeah. What, you have it backed up or something?
I ain't downloading that, bro. That's 4 hours and change, man.
What? Axe thing or no?
His live stream. So it's 4 hours and 12 minutes.
That was like an hour. So you're talking. You want to know the timestamp for that part of the video?
No. We just covered that part, but I'm just saying keep tabs in your mind of the amount of time that this video is, the length of this video. Pause. 4:12:23.
Yeah.
Because it might switch to 4:05.
Yeah, it's gonna get
12.
shortened out. Yeah. It's possible. For the
You know what I'm
season to
saying?
finish, they might cut it out. For real.
Right? I'm gonna have to go check back tomorrow and make sure that this video is exactly the same length as it was yesterday, because that was kind of a heavy shot right there.
Yeah, that was like a gut blow. That was a shot to the jugular, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that information was supposed to be out there, but
And
yo,
it's-
I got one more story that I want to get into.
Okay.
You got time? You got time for another story?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm gonna get your opinion as somebody over here in the city. Big salute to Reed in the Streets. Okay, I did an interview with him not too long ago.
Yeah.
And you know, for the people who don't know Reed in the Streets, he's a prominent video director out here. He does a lot of music videos for guys like Doovie. He did a classic Smoke Dog music video, and just mad videos for the man them out here, right? And women out here.
Okay.
But he kind of transitioned back into what he originally started using his camera for, which was talking to homeless people all over the GTA.
Yeah.
And from there, that started really getting him even more attention, like, because people didn't know what he looked like behind the camera.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like a face. They're showing his face now, basically.
And it started to push him into other places where now you're starting to see him pop up at places and talk about getting funding for the homeless and things like that. So I have a video here.
Yeah.
From his page, and he collabed it with a few other people. I'm gonna go to the person he collabed it with because they have a bigger view here.
Okay.
And he's talking about the condos, a condo at Sherburne and Dundas. Make it make sense. What's going to happen with now? Sherburne and Dundas, for the people who don't know, quick fast, is the highest concentrated area of drug activity in all of Toronto.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's not a debate for anybody to like even want to have. Like, no, our area got more drugs. Like, no.
No, that's like the central area right there.
Yeah, that's ground zero for junkies. There's a church right at the corner, or a church/shelter, and bare people are able to go in there and I guess, I don't know, get free needles and whatever the stuff that they give junkies out here, right? So
yeah,
I guess they're building a condo over there.
Yeah.
With this condo on Sherburne, the people are going to step over homeless people leaving the condo building. How's that going to work? Do you guys realize in that exact community, all the parks are filled with tents? You guys know that? So how's that going to work? Make it make sense. I don't see how it makes sense. We don't need more condos. People over profit, guys. Save our city. Thank you.
So, as somebody who lives over here, right? Are you in the ends in Scarborough, or are you in the West End?
West End. But I'm always downtown and stuff though, right? So
yeah, but even like in the West End and the East End, there's gentrification that's happening.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be one of those people who are like gentrification is bad, but I'm not also one of those people who are like it's perfect. It's
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, man? Do you think that like a condo, like the whole gentrification process, how do you think that we can get around less people being homeless at the same time and they're building these homes? Like, what's the solution to this?
At the end of the day, because there is a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of homeless people downtown. There's a, I forget what park it is. There's a park. I want to say it's Queen's Park, and there's like a bunch of people with tents and stuff. They're like just set up. There's even a teepee set up. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a teepee in the park. I think there's 2 of them in the park. They're built up. I was like, yo, what? These guys are building teepees that they're on the reserve. But at the end of the day, these people in Toronto, the government should be focusing more on shelters and affordable living for these people that are on the streets.
Yeah.
give them more assistance, better assistance than what they're giving people now, because it's still hard for it. And you remember when Doug Ford was like, "Oh, get off your ASS and get a
and
job,
get a damn job." Yeah.
Yeah, so he's right in a sense, but in a sense, there's people that are mentally ill or have mental health issues that can't do that. So it's a problem for certain people to go and want to actually work if they want to work because they have the mental issues, right? So them building condos, we don't need more condos. We need more shelters, more housing for like people that are abused or mentally like unstable or have drug problems, so they can clean up. You know what I'm saying? Too much condos in Toronto. There's too much condos in Toronto right now, and they want to overpopulate it, like not overpopulate, but like build more for what? To make more money off of the people that are that can actually afford them, and then there's people that are still in the streets.
Bro, it's if you go down to that area there by Dundas Street East, there's been stuff that's been being built around there for a long time. So, for example, that's where Fillmore's is.
Yeah. That you're talking about, like by Rock the House's barbershop there.
Yeah, but even further down, when you start going down,
yeah,
right, you start seeing, like, for example, right here. This is Dundas Street.
Yeah, they rebuilt a lot of stuff around there. You're 100% right about that, because I remember I used to go down there back in the day, and it was like it wasn't even how it is now. It's totally different.
Right, these are the condos that they're talking to. Some of the condos. This is one of the buildings you see where I'm circling right here with the arrow.
Yeah,
this is this one of the buildings over there at Sherburne and Dundas. You can see from this corner here.
Yep, I see it.
Right, and then as you start getting further down, where is this? Are they afraid to go to the real Gaza of the area? They skip there in this video. Wow.
Is there Regent Park up a bit more?
Regent Park is right at the end of that block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But these guys didn't go really deep into the
trenches.
Maybe this guy. Why Dundas is so weird? Hold on.
That street is so wonky. Last year, I did a video on the architect E.J. Lennox. There's a magic link up here, and I'll put a link down in the description so you can find it when you finish watching this video. In the comments to that video, somebody suggested I should do a video about Dundas Street and beyond Sherburne. This was Wilton Crescent, which joined Wilton Avenue on the west with, well, Wilton Avenue on the east. Now, the alignments don't quite line up, and I found a reference that
come on, bro.
Was the end of Dundas Street. And because it was less than a decade.
See, all of these guys who are doing these videos.
Yeah.
This is why reading the streets is essential. Because he's the only one that I'm seeing out of these videos with white people, right?
Yeah.
That is actually on the corner right there with these guys. Like, these guys do videos on Dundas Street, and then they stop before they get to where it's the really mucky area.
Yeah. It's like they're scared to go past the like past certain areas, past certain part.
Like this store right here.
I know where that Sam's is, yo.
That's right in the middle of it.
I never seen a man look so mad, laying in the coffin. I miss you, unks.
It's sad to see too, man.
I get no sleep.
This gentleman passed away too, no?
Yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately.
Chaos, his name was.
Yeah.
Right. So, man, salute to reading the streets, bro. I like the interview that I did with him. I asked him about some of the backlash that he's been getting from filming homeless people, like people asking him, saying that he's exploiting homeless people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But from him doing what he can as far as like these meetings and different things like that, and getting involved in the civic work of it, besides just filming guys, right? He's really putting his foot forward rather than saying, okay, I'm just going to film them and put them up on my YouTube channel.
No, he's bringing to light what's actually going on in that area.
Yeah.
And the problem that's in that area basically, and he's trying to open up the eyes of the public to say, all right, let's do something about this problem, this issue that we have right here, right?
Yeah.
So,
and he's getting views doing it. So it's like the views that he's getting are important views. It's not
All
like,
right, man. Well, I'm Kelly Friend.
Right? It's positive views.
Yeah, it's not like, oh well, he just, I don't even know if he's monetizing a lot of this stuff.
It's not like he's just out here clowning them, filming them and making fun of them. No, he's bringing out the real issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, man. Salute to Reed in the streets, bro.
Salute to the Reed in the streets, man. They don't need no more condos. Toronto has too much condos already. If you're gonna build condos, build them uptown, not in those little spots down there, man. Like,
no, big facts. Big facts.
Because down there they need more shelters and stuff. Because even I see you walk down there, you see people just laying in the middle of the street, like in the sidewalk, just laying there, sleeping, broad daylight, man.
Yeah, but where were you supposed to put them? Like, this is the thing that people keep on wondering. Like, you know, there's a homeless issue. There's all these buildings that are being built. Now, obviously the government doesn't want to go and put these people in these brand new shiny ass buildings that they're making for people who are willing to pay $3,000 a month to live in them. Right?
Obviously, yeah. Because
so then, what's the solution? Where are they supposed to go? Because
I think they should just build, like I said, I think they should just build a couple of shelters. That's like 3-floor shelters, a couple of them. Because if they build the condos, the people that are homeless are just gonna camp out in the lobbies. It's just gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. So it's better you just build 1, 2, 3 shelters with like 3-4 stories, probably fit 100 people in each one, and just fill them up while you can, because any other way it's just gonna be a problem. People probably get robbed. If they build another condo, people probably get robbed, like or like unalived. People be camping out in the front, people stealing. There's gonna be a problem. It already is a problem as we speak. Like, there's probably people in apartment buildings right now just camping out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the best bet is to build shelters, more places that have like food for the shelter or for the homeless, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I think might be a mix of a few things. I feel like, yes, more shelters in one way, but more mental health institutions.
That too, yes.
Right? Because what Doug Ford was saying wasn't completely cap when he was saying, get off your ASS and get a damn job.
No, he was talking.
But you have to decipher who's physically and mentally able to go get a job,
and who isn't,
and who actually needs the real mental help.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Mental health help, so that they can be a full human again, or just continuous help that they're going to need for the rest of their life. So maybe some facilities that we know, okay, these people, they have mental health issues. Boom, they need to stay in here, and it's not just only shelters, like some apartment buildings and stuff like that, where there's some kind of therapist and different people that are on deck to be able to help people, doctors and different shit.
Yeah,
cool.
So
and then you got
said right there, they should
hold on.
All right.
And then you got the people who can work and they might be junkies and stuff like that, or there's the people who are just lazy. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to open up more opportunities for these people.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to get jobs, then I don't know, bro. You're gonna have to just stay where you are, or we're gonna have to move you out somewhere else. Like a mix of tough love and some actual real love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. They should at least build, like, all right, so you see that CAMH building down, that's, I forget where it is. They should build like 2 or 3 of those the same size as that one CAMH building, with and incorporate everything that we're talking about. So in the building have like food for the homeless, have doctors in there same time.
Yep.
So everything's in one. So you build 3 of those, you're good. Maybe like 3-4 of those, it's probably half, like a quarter of the problem. Maybe it'll build, like, maybe it'll branch out eventually, but that'd be a start, right?
Yeah.
But incorporate everything in that one building, make 2 or 3 of those buildings, you're good. And stop being so damn greedy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe bring down the price of living so that people
Right.
could actually afford to have an apartment and a life at the same time, not just pay for their cost of living and then just have to just eat shit and not do nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because especially if people are on government housing and stuff like that, just make it like pricey so they have a little bit of spending money. Because right now, anybody that's on OW or anything that they're on like assistance, it's not enough for them to live.
And there's a percentage of people who are homeless that they just fell up on hard times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like life got a little bit too rough for them and they missed a couple of payments here and there.
Yeah.
And then they're on the street. And now they're
Right.
in a perpetual cycle that they can't get off the street.
Yeah.
So, you know, that saying that the old timers say prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
You know, moving forward, if the cost of living isn't so much, we're going to have less people who don't have mental health issues ending up on the street.
Yeah.
Okay. The only people who should be homeless technically are the people with mental health issues.
100%. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And we're
Yeah.
not dealing with that. I think it's like 50-50.
Yeah, 100%. It's 50. It's a balance right now.
Yeah.
You have people that don't want to work that can work that are fully capable of it, and then you have people that are just mentally ill.
Yeah, and some of those people who can work, who are trying to look for jobs, got screwed out of this shit because of the government and the immigration scam that's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
So
so
there's
they
a
didn't get
whole
some-
bunch of things. There's obstacles, bro.
Well, all right. I don't know if you've seen that video. The same place, the same Sam's. There's a white lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, I don't know if it was the same guys from that we were watching just now that filmed her, and she's on the street. She's a legend too. I forget her name, but she's like, yeah, I finally got my keys to my place. She's like, after 6 months or something, they gave her the keys to her place, but I think she was homeless the whole time.
Yeah.
I forget. You know what I mean, so
Algorithm says most are drug addicts. Yeah, and that's true, but there's a percentage and I would say maybe like 60%, right?
Yeah.
But a percentage of those drug addicts are people who are drug addicts due to their mental health issues, like serious mental health issues.
Yeah.
And then a percentage of them are people who just fell into a cycle.
Or recreational drug use.
Recreational that it just gone too far. They might have not even been drug addicts before they became homeless, but now that they are homeless, they drug addicts too.
Yeah.
Because it just sucks to be homeless.
Just to get over the pain or the traumatization or whatever it is they're going through their head.
Yes.
It's like alcoholics drinking alcohol just to drink away the pain or whatever it is they have, right?
Yeah. So we have to decipher which ones are which one, give the mental health, give them everybody the help that they need for their mental health, and then decipher which ones are the ones that are going to have ongoing care, and then other ones that we can put back into society and make them productive humans, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody gets a shelter, then there's going to be a bunch of people who are in there who are just lazy motherfuckers who are just there mixing up with the people who have mental health issues.
That really, it's true. So that then in that case, it'd have to be an evaluation thing to check into those places, right?
Yes, an evaluation that say are you just not doing what you need to do to go get yourself off of the situation,
right?
Or do you really have mental health issues, right?
Exactly. So
and then also with everything that I just said earlier being fixed, like cost of living, everything being at a fair place.
Yeah.
Now there should be no excuses for anybody to be able to go attain a job, get a home, and all that stuff, because we're not doing the scams no more. Okay, everybody has an equal opportunity to get a job, and we're not charging you $2,000 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. We're back to like $1,200
or $800 or something.
Oh well, that's kind of crazy. We'll never go back that far, but maybe like $1,400, $1,500.
Up to the time, about 14.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because right now, bro, to get a 1-bedroom apartment and you're paying at least $2,100 downtown, forget about it.
And it's like a little box too. It's not even like a nice size.
Right? You miss 2 payments, you're a homeless person now.
100%. They're not ramping.
But yo, listen, man. I'm gonna wrap this up just now. I got one more thing to jump into. What you got going on? That you anything to plug?
No, I'm still working on that YouTube channel there. Still trying to set it up. Still working on another mixtape coming. Yo, you know, I seen that interview that you have with Infinite coming on. I'm interested. I'm waiting to see that because I know Infinite from time when he came out with Take a Look and all them songs.
Yeah.
Gotta Get Mine and I know his cousin, so that's the only reason I know him. But he's close friends of mine, right? So yeah, I'm interested to see that. But other than
that's
that,
gonna be our second conversation that we've had. The first time that we interviewed Infinite was like maybe 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we got to do the history part. Now it's just like, yo, what's up now? What's going on? What's your opinions on shit? Like, it's a good convo. It's good. We're gonna drop it next week.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting for that. Yeah, I'm just here chilling.
Well, salute to you, brother.
Salute, man. Thanks for having me on again, bro.
Yes, sir.
Shout, big up.
DJ Illinois in the building. I got one more news story, or not news story, because it's not really news. I got one more story in me here, maybe two. Where are we at? The 3:15 mark. I try to do my lives a little bit earlier when it comes to the regular Wednesday lives. Look out for my lives doing at 2 o'clock, 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesdays for sure. Okay. Yolanda Richardson says Friday, more tow truck wars. Yeah, that's still going on. Crazy. Not gonna lie, when I did the last tow truck war video, that shit didn't even get monetized. The burning car and all that, they were not having that. That shit was too much. I want to check on Sharp quick fast. That's what I want to check on. These guys went off on Sharp yesterday. Holy shit snacks. So, and even look at Sharp's numbers right now. Holy, look at this. 9 hours ago, 37,000 views from his 3-hour stream. Yo, Lush is talking about it right now.
Any neighborhood, like any side of town, like whether it's West Los, East Los, South Central, fucking,
Why these guys
that
not
shit
in the
was
hallway?
dope as fuck. So I never wanted to lose the job to begin with. I didn't think it was going to be a possibility, but like all the people around me, like my partners with Lush World, they were very like, they said that, look, I bet you one day you'll be back over there. And I was like, I don't think it's going to be Adam. The things I've seen.
I'm a hip hop DJ. We're around the same age, so.
Okay. Let's get to the real meat and potatoes of it. So Sharp has been let go from No Jumper, more or less. I don't think that he's going to be going over this content anymore. Adam went and brought his top op over there, Suspect, Almighty Suspect, and his nemesis, Lush One. And they spent more than 23 minutes. This is 23 minutes long. They spent way longer than that talking about the boy Sharp. They were kicking his back in. This is what we would be calling a eulogy.
He is in fact exactly what happened to him. That clout just fogged his brain up, and he's now no longer able to see reality. He's not capable of seeing what it is to be a real one, and instead he's choosing to move with bitch-assness.
Oh,
shit. The pimp has become the hoe. Now,
oh my Lord. Adam, you have to calm down, bro.
He may still be a pimp for all I know. I don't know. But he is behaving in a way that I wouldn't even expect of the lowest of the low of the hoes. And I believe that this has been justified and confirmed by the fact that even bottom feeding, clout addicted streamers such as you know who and you know who and Lil you know who
church
are also
shit was amazing.
That was funny.
I'm sorry.
Wow, they're all stomping on him. They're curb stomping Sharp. Oh no. It's like a beat down.
This is a bitch ass.
Hold, somebody hold him. Hold him. Hold him. Hold him.
And that Cuz is behaving himself like he's behaving like something that I don't think he was before this, and I don't think he wants to be. But let me just tell you, he's someone who is used to a certain level of numbers at a certain point. And this might not even be scratching the surface of the numbers that he previously had going for him, but it's like basically I've been led to believe that the reason why he's not here today is A, because there's certain people that he doesn't want to sit with, but B, he really...
Certain people like who? Are you talking about this guy with the Gucci on? Gucci down? Let's see what Suspect got to say.
That
both
shit,
of y'all,
Max.
both
You
of
know what
y'all
I'm saying?
be entertainer pimps, then fuck something for free, and you don't have to respond.
Yeah, don't respond.
At first, so now Sauce Walker still some pimping, but then he didn't went OnlyFans.
A lot of motherfuckers.
You get what I'm saying?
A lot of niggas politic on that though.
But
a lot.
What are your politics when I'm rich?
Money don't make everything. No. Listen.
Go ahead.
We stand on this, nigga. It's not about the means to the end. It's not about the end. It's the means to the end. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
The means have to justify the end, not the other way around.
But I'm
so
saying
the money
you
don't
be
matter
in the-
how
in the-
you got that
both
shit,
of
Max.
y'all, both
You
of
know what
y'all
I'm saying?
be entertainer pimps, then fuck something for free, and you don't have to respond. Yeah, don't respond. Look, I'm just saying, cause you like my brothers. Y'all done fucked something for free before.
Well, it could.
And you don't have to.
Once upon a time,
That's what
when you young and
don't
fucking
even
up,
explain it.
not when you really standing on that shit.
I haven't
When you
seen
a
it.
kid just getting your feet wet and you stumbling on shit, of course, because you just learning. But as a grown ass man who got trophies and things of this sort, things like that should never go down.
Yeah,
when you
Oh no. How you let the young boy school you, Sharp? Sharpie. These niggas is curb stomping Sharp.
And disrespecting No Jumper and everything, stuff that he had previously said that he was never going to do, but as a result of the fact.
Oh, last thing, because I don't want to keep on stopping the video. He was invited to come down there and I guess have a conversation with them on the podcast. A lot of people are saying that he was catching feelings from the fact that he wasn't asked to be on the Tuesday show. And from there, things kind of went downhill. But bro,
He tried it. He tried it last week with fucking.
Yeah, once you did that, it's like I already know how Adam feel about that kind of shit. You feel me? And when they come to niggas working in here and doing, I was like, up. Now you lost.
But you want to know
you
what
probably
fucked me
still
up?
had leg room.
Right.
You lost the job at that moment.
Do you want to know something though? It's like I'm at that food fest, right? And I go to the Reddit and I'm like, I'm not even watching the clips. I'm just looking at the titles to try to get an idea of what this person that texted me is talking about. And I see something like Sharp says Adam's girl has no respect for him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just immediately like,
I told y'all.
You saying my bitch don't got respect for me? Over what? I'm pissed. Then when I actually see the clip, I'm like, oh, he's saying that my girl doesn't have respect for him,
Right.
for Sharp.
Right.
And then, I mean, I already clarified all of this on the story or whatever, but like one thing I heard Sharp say that like really just confounded me and blew my fucking mind is that he said, of course you talk to your girl about me when you go home. You talk to your girl about things that are bothering you and that you need to get off your chest. And I'm like, holy shit.
All of a sudden, Sharp knows how a regular relationship works.
What?
That's the shit.
He has no concept of the fact that I don't just talk about content.
There's a part in this video that it's not in this clip here where Adam is reading through a text message. Maybe it's in the full stream. And I'll play that I want to play that quick fast before we get into what Sharp says. Because he didn't show up to the stream or to this episode. But he was doing his own thing. This should be somewhere in here. Because they were ragging on this nigga for a minute.
like interviewing kind of random rappers, kind of random influencers. And when he does have a girl on, there's
research about him, though.
Exactly. There's nothing interesting about it. There's no intensity. There's no like important point that needs to be made. It's like at some point he just went full blown peacemaker.
And no diss to Sharp, but there's not a single person in this office that I would like to see sit down.
RL. I don't even remember people calling him that at all, but he was signed to Rick Ross. Yeah.
Damn. There's a part in here where he reads something from Zan Princess.
J-Bo way before.
And it's some real sad shit. Like this nigga like crying about some shit.
More like on that, but it's like I ain't saying that it's cool. I'm just like at this
Glazer
last night. I just didn't. It fucked me
What's
up.
a do boy?
He said something about a yes man or a do boy. You sitting with two do boys. First of all, I'm not here. I didn't know that. First of all, I just started potting. I didn't know that the objective was to fucking argue with each other. I thought we were supposed to discuss topics.
No,
but I noticed that you are supposed to have. No, I'm learning.
Right.
But I didn't know.
With that also,
you know what I'm saying?
with
Like
that being
coming
said,
in, I'm like, oh.
Okay, I'm gonna get to Sharp's response because these guys just shit on Sharp for I don't know. Pretty much the whole episode. They try to get into other topics, but they just kept on circling back over to Sharp. If I was Sharp, I wouldn't pop back up over there. It just feels like a place where he's not wanted at this point. So late night show with Sharp. Jesus Christ.
As organic as possible. I've been purposely waiting. And I heard,
His video and audio is getting way better. Good job, bro.
Well, I saw like somebody sent me a clip, like, look what they labeled it as, like the pimp turns hoe. Nigga, I never turned hoe to anything.
That must have hurt when you seen that, bro.
The fuck are we like? Or is that where we're at? That's where we're at now, right? Now I turned hoe. When I pimped through a lot of situations that were going on there. And that's neither here nor there because, we all have our choice, right? You got your choice to be where you going to be. Hey, man, that's where I wanted to be. I didn't need to go nowhere. I don't want to hear that fig community world shit. And that's no jab at them. But I don't want to hear that.
You want to hear that?
I don't want to hear that. That was never where there was a conversation in the very beginning when I talked to AD even about it. Like, it wasn't really assuring. So I'm like, shit, nigga. And it's still, to me, like, it still don't seem assuring, especially at the time of where I was coming from and the type of bag that I was pursuing, respectfully.
Talk to them, church. He's taking his time with it today.
I hate that, like, it even came to this. And it's still all love. I'll never scream, fuck no jumper. There's no need.
Man,
for what? That's why I haven't done it through this entire time, man. Fuck no jumper. No, I want to see it thrive. Hey, man, keep thriving. Do your thing.
Do your thing, Pam.
That's the difference that will come from me, no matter what I'm saying throughout any of this. I still want to see you thrive, homie. Hey, keep doing your shit.
He's got a way different energy than he had the other day.
All this fired shit, people can kind of miss me with. Like, that's cool,
Yeah, like, is he or is he not fired? Because if you're invited to go over to No Jumper to talk about it on the day and then you do a stream instead, technically, they ain't fired you. They're inviting you to go over there and have a conversation. What are they gonna jump you when you get over there? Like, nigga, you should have went over there.
Was never fired. I just felt like there were certain things that were lacking, and I still feel like that, and I don't think that'll ever change. Like, especially from like, listen, homie, I had a whole different situation with No Jumper, and I saw it being, it changed after a while. It just changed after a while. And I'm not talking about like fuck relationships. Like, it just changed in the way of the content being put out. Like, and I care about my content. I mean, shit, that's a piece of my bag. So I don't ever want it to be disrespected or neglected. You know, if it's going to do what it's going to do, shit, I don't give a fuck if a shit gets one view. At least I know it was put out properly in the way that we had been putting out content before.
It's okay if it gets one view for you, but not for Adam and Josh and everybody over there at the team and the cameraman and Remo who has to edit the shit and all these different people. It needs to get 100,000 views for it to make sense for them.
Real shit. That was really my issue, and I feel like I've brought it up throughout the months, and it just wasn't being listened to. And it wasn't like I wasn't knocking out cool content, still even here and there. Shit still getting 700,000-800,000, 400,000. There's some shit that wasn't doing the best, but it wasn't properly pushed.
Oh, don't do that, bro. That's that label like, yo, the music is still hot. Y'all just ain't pushing it right. Nah, B. I'm not gonna go into the rant that I went into before where he has to evolve the content, but you had to evolve, bro. You just couldn't be that one trick pony, man. And if you were gonna be that, you have to do it to the best, bro. Come on.
Took a liking to her. She never forced nothing.
To be honest, I'm not even gonna do it, bro. I was gonna go through a lot of the stream, but bro, you talked for 3.5 hours on one subject. This is part of the reason why they think you're crazy, fam. All right. I did 3.5 hours and we covered, I feel like 8 topics. Nigga, you talked about No Jumper for 3.5 hours. This is why they think you're Delulu, fam. I understand you're milking it because you got to make your bread, but bruh, a 3.5 hour stream responding to these niggas is crazy. Keyboard Warrior says Sharp could have easily became bigger than he is. He needed someone to put him onto game. He doesn't understand the algorithm. He got to the peak of views he possibly could have got. Yes, exactly. But this nigga was running around the office acting like nobody could tell him shit. Actually, let me tell you something, church. This is why I wish I could have found that Zan Princess message, because she was saying in the message that he was fake being a father figure, I guess, and for lack of a better terms, or fake being a mentor. Fake in a way where, like, nigga, you don't know nothing about this shit neither. So who are you giving game to over there at No Jumper? Give these niggas games on how to pimp a hoe. But don't be giving nobody no game on how to get no traction on No Jumper or traction on YouTube just because you yell at a few bitches and you got 1 million views. Yes, that happened because it was fun content to watch, but it doesn't mean that you are the algorithm hack king. You do it 4 or 5 times and then you don't get the same amount of views, you can't be giving niggas advice. So, I don't know, man. I asked here in the poll, can Sharp bounce back? Or, well, actually I asked, will Sharp be back on No Jumper? We have 50-50. And as far as him bouncing back, he might, if he could do like what AD and them niggas did and create a whole community, create a whole universe, get other people that are, you know, part of his team, then he'll be fine. But if it's just a solo show where we're just watching Sharp in a dark room, like, I don't know, this might get tired after a while if he's not talking about No Jumper. So pray for Sharp. Hopefully he'll be able to evolve, bounce back on the scene, be the biggest PI. You know, I don't know. He'll jump into the red pill space, something. This is the last we're probably going to see Sharp in the algorithm really heavy, unless he has another way to respond to No Jumper, or he starts doing a tour. And I don't think Figmunity World, like Community and back on Fig, I don't think they want him over there. So he's in a rock and a hard place. So pray for the brother. I think I'm going to end it there. I got a nice 3.5 hour stream right here. Plus, streamed a couple of days ago. I might be back before the weekend. I'll definitely keep my eyes on the news that's going on. Look out for the interview that's dropping tomorrow. It's almost ready to go. Oh, I uploaded the wrong interview. Damn you, bro. Damn you, bro. Look out for the interview that's dropping tomorrow. The Hancho Hurilam interview. Okay. That's going to be dropping tomorrow morning. All streaming platforms 3 a.m. and on YouTube at 6 p.m. for the premiere. All right, so tap into that. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody out there. Also, salute to Trisha A. Just reminding me of Thanksgiving this weekend. So it's a long weekend. So, yeah, more content for your head top. We are off of this, y'all. Deuces.